Be the lighthouse and be the change you want to see in this world. We'll see y'all next time.
You know, we can learn from each other. That's why we're doing this StreamTeam thing right here. But I think we have a unique chemistry on here, and it's just fun. We just kind of, and then having great guests like you, Mike, and the people we've had, it's just been a tremendous opportunity for us. And it's our goal here is to help just kind of that Hive Life movement, kind of what Kamon and others of Ian and Kamon and Bob and Laurel and these people have kind of got going. We're trying to kind of keep that thing going.
Whew.
Well, hey, fellas, what brings you in tonight?
Howdy.
What's up, guys? Wow, man, that is such a ride down memory lane right there. That's so cool, Brian. Great
intro.
That's not even everybody. I was going through things and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to end up having like a 5-minute long intro with all these like pictures. It's just, the last year has just been total craziness. So
absolutely.
Total craziness.
So you know, when you go week from week, it's kind of like, oh man, it's almost like a marathon, but then you see all those pictures you tossed up there and it's like, man, what an incredible, I mean, my gosh, just chill bumps thinking about just the incredible experiences we've had and the people we've met and the things we've been able to discuss and the fun we've had. It's just been incredible, guys. And it's just getting started.
Wow.
I can't imagine a year later, we'd be sitting here, have made so many friends, have collaborated with so many other like-minded folks, reached so many folks in so many different places all across the world, just by simply sharing our experience with the bees. I think that's, if anything, it's a testament that the bees are just a conduit to the people. You know, a lot of us, we can talk about bees until we're blue in the face every single day of the week, but being able to connect with other beekeepers and share our journeys together, that's what makes this thing truly special. So a big thank you to all the folks who not only check out the weekly StreamTeam chats, but everyone who supports each an individual YouTube channel. It makes such a huge deal. And I got to tip my hat and say thank you for all the folks, for all the super chats for the entire year. All that money gets dumped right back into nights like this where we can just turn right around and then pay it back forward to somebody else. So big thank you to everyone. Listen. And Brian, thank you for all the work that you've done to put this 1 year anniversary together.
Yeah, Brian, man, it's awesome. So much work, so much coordination. It's going to get moving pretty quick here in just a little bit. So, man, it's about to be wild. Yeah. You guys remember how this whole thing started? It was, go ahead, Brian.
I was going to say, I told Jason, I know why he was ready to pull his hair out when he was planning his it's a lot. It's a lot, but you know, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So.
But you guys remember a year ago tonight, remember that crazy live we had? We had no idea this was even going to happen. I think it all kind of started. Brian was helping me through some stuff, and he's like, hey, you just want to do one on my channel, see what it's like? I'm like, sure. Next thing you know, he'd invited 6 or 7 folks on there, and we had just Greg was on there, and Kamon and several people that we all recognized were on there. And that's kind of how y'all got kicked off without even knowing what was going to happen. We just were trying it out to see what happened. Brian, of course, is the pro at this. He's been doing it for a long time, but it just turned into the three of us just kind of hit it off with the chemistry. I think it worked out well, and we met at Hive Life, and man, it's just been a fun ride since then. And so many folks have stepped in and participated as guests, and so many people that have participated as guest hosts, and man, just what an incredible time it's been.
Bruce, when you guys think about that, you know, when we say bees are the conduit to the people, and here we are a year later, if you just, I think what makes what we do together, this collaborative, so special is if you go back in time, like you just said, and look into how this all happened. This all happened for each and us individually, just being a lighthouse to each other. Bruce needed some help with some video. Bruce needed some help with some audio. There was no strings attached. There were no, we had no idea what was happening. We were just helping Bruce get on his feet, get going, you know, and then in several ways throughout the entire year, we've all been a lighthouse to each other, the community, and then the folks in the community have also been lighthouses to others and to us as well. And that's what it's about, being a lighthouse.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when Bruce reached out to say that, I had in the back of my head, well, a year later, we're going to be sitting on a stream having an anniversary, you know, just celebrating this moment with this great community, all of the great friends. That intro, you know, if folks did not see the intro, that's just all the friends that we've made through the year, you know, from meeting up in Maryland to, you know, Greg going on a trip down south and meeting folks down south. It's just, if you would have told me then, I would have said, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
well, I reached out to you, and then Greg kind of reached out to me about Hive Life, and you guys knew each other, and it just kind of, and it was all random. Like I didn't even know really who Greg was. I'd kind of heard of Brian, and you guys already knew each other. So it just kind of, it's worked out really good. And of course, a lot of these folks, because of Hive Life last year, I met a lot of people we all did that have been in these streams. And so it's just come together. It's been great.
Yeah. You know, talking about Hive Life, we kind of, we hit, you know, Hive Life was, we started this, and, you know, you figure we did the first stream, and it was great because we did it, and then we got to meet these people, you know, and then afterwards, it's just kind of like that, almost like that family type environment, you know.
Right.
Absolutely.
It just kind of continued. But who's this fella that who's responsible for Hive Life?
There is one fella responsible for creating the space where we all can get together, see each other in person, support each other, high fives. That's such a huge, important thing. So a big hat off and thank you to both Kamon and Lorob Reynolds for not only putting the Hive Life together, but sticking with it, digging in. That is an enormous undertaking, physically, financially, even spiritually, to be able to put something so successful together. That's only something that very few folks have the God-given gift to be able to do. And Kamon Reynolds is definitely that kind of guy. Kamon, welcome to the StreamTeam chat.
Hi, guys. Congratulations on hitting a year.
Wow.
It's awesome having you on, man.
Yeah, we've done a lot of crazy things together over the last couple of years, and I don't think any of us at the time thought that half of this was possible. I definitely did not, but you know, here we are, and what makes Hive Life special is the people that come to Hive Life and bring the creativity and the energy to it. That a lot of innovation, fresh ideas, and people wanting to learn more about bees and each other, and you know, we just don't have time for the negativity. There's too much fun to be had for any of that kind of stuff. So the old-fashioned bee clubs, they can have all that stuff, not us.
Yeah. No, Cayman, I just want to say thank you. I mean, it's it's awesome having you join in, and just the whole Hive Life movement. You know, as Bruce has said, that has just done so much for the beekeeping community, and it just, yeah, I mean, I can't say thank you enough. So it's I can't even imagine the work that you've put into that. And it just, you know, being going last year and seeing what took place last year. Oh my gosh. This year, when I walk in, I'm probably going to be blown away. So
that's what we're going for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cayman, I'm trying to remember exactly how our first conversation went down, or one of our first conversations. I remember I was out.
It was a Roll Tide. That's what it was.
That's right.
Bruce.
That's right. There we go. Oh, by the way, this hat, it's a new hat Ed, son of one, gave me last week. He dropped it by for a Christmas gift, so I had to wear it. But anyway, I remember we had a conversation. I was out wax dipping some boxes, and this was before, I think it was even the year before Hive Life. Maybe you guys were just beginning to think about it a little bit, but we talked about exactly what you said, kind of the old ways and the principles behind, I guess, what kind of started Hive Life, where just sharing, you know, we got the people who know what they're doing, and they were hesitant to share with those who don't. And can you talk about that just briefly, kind of what your thoughts were, what kind of brought Hive Life about?
Sure. Great question. This is one I'm really passionate about. So hold on, everybody. So when it comes to Hive Life and what we do, it's based off of my experiences over the last 20 years, where there's been a culture of lack of information share, and also just not a lot of energy and excitement. And I do believe there's always been those people out there. I see them when I go to bee clubs. I spoke at 14 different places this year, and you see them at every one of these locations. They're the ones that are running the local events, or doing different charities, or helping the kids. They're doing things, but the problem that a lot of them face is it's all volunteer work, and there's not a lot of money behind them. And a lot of these positions are, you know, like I said, volunteer, and it's hard to get a lot of ground speed. But then on the other side of the industry, on the more professional side, we have a large, it seems to be a pretty dominating mindset that we need to keep all the information to ourselves. And hey, you can't share everything. I totally understand that from a business standpoint. But at the same time, this is not the 60s. This isn't the 70s or the 50s, where we didn't have these viruses and mites and small hive beetles and all of these other problems that we have. And back then they weren't growing corn and soybeans in every field. And so nutritionally and, you know, pest management, things have changed significantly. And, you know, back in those days, there were so many beekeepers that were successful. And I think you kind of had to a degree, withhold information just to survive. But that's not where we're at anymore. Beekeepers have been struggling, and especially new beekeepers. When I got in, I was losing my bees all the time. But I love beekeeping. I love the industry. I love 95% of the people that are in it. Don't ask me about the other 5. And so it's a wonderful industry to be in. But the biggest thing that kept me from being able to enjoy it the most was being able to keep my bees alive. And I'm not a guy that likes to not be able to figure something out, but it was ridiculous how hard it was to find the right information and the right people. So Hive Life is basically a way for me to be able to help people being able to avoid what I went through as much as possible. There's always a learning curve, but if we can bring elite guys like Chris Warner and Bob Binney and Ian Steppler, you know, who are more commercial minded, and then have very elite beekeepers like Landy Simone, who's running 100 hives and doing it a totally different system. And then, you know, Laurel and I piddle around a little bit, and, you know, and those are some of the speakers. We have several other great speakers. And then Hive Life is comprised of so many great beekeepers that aren't our speakers, and they come there, and we're excited that they're there to share and encourage. And so basically Hive Life and the YouTube and everything that we do is based off of our experiences with the bee industry, where it was very difficult to source information. It's hard to keep bees alive. It was hard to know what products are good, and we want to eliminate that as much as possible and make that openly available to anyone.
That's great, and people sense that, and people know that, and that's why it's just such a strong desire to be there. So many people want to be there, and that's exactly why. The excitement you mentioned is exactly what happens. People go home, they talk about it. I know I have at least one or two people here locally that didn't even know about it in the local bee club. I started going to some of those meetings again, and I know the president of the bee club, they signed up immediately, and they're going to be there. So it's kind of cool, fun stuff.
It's actually you guys are part of the problem, really. You guys giving me quite a headache because it's such a blessing to be able to say that, a bee conference sold out, and it's not with 75 capacity or 100 people capacity. With vendors, staff, and everything, we have 2,057 people right now, and we have 500 and something ticket orders on reserve, waiting to hopefully get a spot. And I wish we could get them all in, but it's just not possible this year. And on average, about 60% of the tickets have 2 people with them. So that possibly could be another 800 to 1,000 people waiting to be in line. So I expect Hive Life 2024 to have 3,000 people at it.
Oh my God.
Kamon, what's great about all this is a lot of folks have heard us say it. That's a very, very old phrase, but it's be the change that you want to see in this world. We can spend all the time in the world we want as keyboard warriors. We can make commotions and comments, and we can try to, express our thoughts that way. But when you take something into your own hands and you say, this needs done a different way, you're being the change that you want to see by stepping up and actually doing it. And that's why Hive Life is so successful. That is why bee clubs across the country are going to start trying to model their state association conferences just like it, because they see how successful it is. I don't want to speak out of turn, but a lot of states in this country, many of the associations are falling flat on their face because they're doing things the old time way. Now, while the old time ways are respectable for a lot of reasons, things adapt, things change. You have to go along with it, or you'll be left in the dust, just like a lot of these state conferences are, where there's no one showing up, where they're getting canceled because there's not enough tickets sold. Yep. That's a lost opportunity. That's a big problem. And a lot of folks are looking at the success at Hive Life and going to start modeling. So Kamon, you and Laura have been such a huge point and a tipping point in how things will change moving forward. And so for that, I want to thank you.
Well, thank you. And
yeah, thank you.
There's a lot of change that's happening in this industry, and it's not just with Hive Life. There's a lot of growing pains right now going on. There's been some monopolies in the past, and just really old growth is the way I would describe beekeeping. I love how old-fashioned beekeeping is. I hate computers. They hate me back. It's a mutual hate. I'm just not a technological person, but I was not born in 1950. I was born in a time where computers are how we communicate and how things happen. So I have to learn how to use them and adapt with the times. And beekeeping has been very reluctant as a whole to change. And so it's exciting to be part of the change and also be a part of a lot of people who are helping bring that change about. But the monopolies that we've had in the old way of thinking, that barrier started to shatter. And there are folks seeing that, hey, there's some money to be made in certain sectors of this. And it's really exciting because there's always been the companies that come into the industry and they're like, okay, let's see if we can rack up a bunch of money on, these beekeepers. But what we're seeing is a marketplace that people who are engineers and really not just good beekeepers, but really smart individuals who are coming into the industry and working very hard to create new bee products, research information, bring that and make that available. And that is going to bring about just growth and a better economy. And, it's exciting to see you guys again here in just a handful of weeks. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'll definitely stop by your booth, Greg, and chat for just a second or two, and it's going to be wild. 90 vendors, semis, I'd say 12 on the low end, semi-loads of products on the sales floor. It's going to be a blast.
Wow.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot, Kamon. Thanks for taking the time out for Hive Life and for joining us tonight.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
God bless you all. See you later.
Cayman,
You
thank
too.
you.
Merry Christmas.
Wow. I can't wait for that all. Cannot wait for Hive Life.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's
exciting.
it's just
Yeah.
around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh my
2
God,
weeks.
I
2
know.
weeks. 2 weeks from
I know.
tomorrow, I'll be driving up there.
Yeah.
Well, folks, if you're just tuning in, you're a part of the big Stream Team 1 year Bee Chat anniversary. We want to thank you for spending time with us all year. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. There is a lot of really special guests and very special giveaways. So we're glad you're here.
You know, and talking about special guests, and with this Arctic blast that's sweeping across the country, when you're and watch, Greg, I got all kind of these coming up today. I got all kind of these coming out.
Look, you're looking over my shoulder.
When you're trudging out through your apiary, and you're walking through that snow, and
Scary times.
if you, and mine quite isn't as large as what his is, but if you've got your hive tool and you need to get through there and you're checking your six, you're like this, because what could potentially jump out at you?
Very underestimated. One of the greatest threats to northern beekeepers, hands down, unequivocally, the North American short-tailed shrew.
There it is.
And joining us tonight is the shrew guru himself, Mr. Frederick Dunn.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Fred, how's it going?
I had to grab my shrew really quick because I didn't realize that was going to be part of the intro. So
yeah.
This is Sherry. I just, she wanted to make it.
Very nice of Sherry to make an appearance.
Yeah.
Look at that sweater. Christmas sweater award.
Look at
so
this.
far goes to Mr. Dunn.
Look at this.
Thanks. That's from my son, Josh, and his my future daughter-in-law, I'm sure.
Wow.
They sent that to me. That was cool.
That is cool.
You see, Fred?
Yeah, I see your little one on there.
Wow.
Sorry, mine's bigger. Sorry.
Those are two men comfortable in their manliness. They can just ordain themselves with mites and not even be scared.
Yeah. Gosh.
Well, Fred, thanks for joining us tonight. You've been a part of this. A lot of our journeys, not only individually, but as a collaborative. So as always, thanks for all the comments that you leave, for checking out the videos, for being a part of the stream team, but for more importantly, doing all the things that you do to reach folks and to educate folks on beekeeping.
Thank you, Greg. Really appreciate it. I'm just glad to be a part of the group somewhere, somehow. So happy to be here.
Yeah. It's, I don't know where, oh my gosh. I mean, where would we be without the shrew guru?
Dead meat somewhere, Brian. Dead meat for sure.
Dead meat.
And don't forget,
I don't
never go outside without it.
That's it.
Yeah.
This time of the year for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up there. Down here, not a problem, but up there, I guess it is. For
I
sure.
feel bad for you, Bruce, that you don't have our issues.
Yeah. I know.
We're gonna be a little cold, but when it's cold here, it's usually clear, so we don't have the snow building up on the hives and so forth.
We get a big storm headed this way, so we'll be finding out how the hives take it. I hope everybody's strapped down, especially you, Greg. I think you're in the path, aren't you?
Yeah, we are in the nightmare path where it's going to be rain, and then it just drastically drop down to nearly zero, which means rapid freezing, power lines, roads, and then covered up by snow. So it's fixing to get pretty ugly over the next couple days.
60-mile-an-hour winds, they're saying.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's, there's going to be a lot of power outages, but that's just part of it, I guess.
Fred, I went out today and checked on my colonies, and a little gadget that, I mean, it does not compare to anything that you have, but the insulated inner covers that I saw while I was, up visiting your place, my little scope here worked perfect. The upper entrance, set it straight down in, did not even have to open up. I took the top off of one, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, why am I doing that? Because I got the scope Worked out perfect. Sat there and fed the scope in. On all the hives, though, literally the bees come up down into that upper entrance.
Yeah.
And we're staring at it, but worked out perfect. Perfect.
Oh, so you're talking about it's like an endoscope that you can see through?
Yeah, and it films. It films in 1080, so it's got the little screen, and then it's got a cord here with a lighted end on it, and you can just feed it in, and it worked out perfect. So,
what's the diameter on that camera?
I will find out, and I'll email you the model that I have.
Okay.
And let you know, but it works out. It works really well.
Yeah, because the one I have is 0.20, and so it fits right in a 1/4-inch diameter hole. So if you've drilled holes for oxalic acid or anything else, goes right in there. And as you mentioned, those Be Smart Designs insulated inner covers, they have that little opening in the top there in the front. You can slide it right in. And mine also has a 90-degree camera that you can switch over. Does yours have that?
It does not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Brian.
Well, we learned, the first time we had Fred on and I pulled this out, and then I pull out my Hive tool and literally everything is like, well, Brian, mine's bigger, Now I'm talking about a camera and he's like, yeah, but does yours turn around? And
you cannot don't even try to, you cannot compete with Mr. Dunn on anything with a lens.
I'm sorry.
You just can't.
I
he was born gifted.
I have a bigger screen for my endoscope too. So.
Fred, thanks for taking some time to join us tonight. A lot of folks are, if you don't already know about Fred's channel, Frederick Dunn, check out his podcast, The Way to Be. And for a lot of other things, Fred Dunn, you can go to fredsfinefowl.com, right, Fred? fredsfinefowl.com, freerangechickens.org, thewaytobe.org, fredsfinefowl.com. That's all the same website. So cool.
It's easy to find. As you can tell, I've not been good at making up my mind through the years. It started out as Fred's Reds, which is all Rhode Island Reds. And my wife wouldn't let me keep bees. So she's the reason we didn't have that early on, but that's how it all came together. So now we're all in one big website.
Nice.
Well, Fred, regarding this whole community of and this whole spirit of collaboration, that I think it seems like we're seeing grow and kind of get to a tipping point where it's becoming a regular thing. I wondered if you had the last word on what that means to you.
The last word on what it means to have a worldwide collaboration along with the StreamTeam and Kamon Reynolds, who you just had on, who's going to bring us all together for the best jamboree in beekeeping that the Northern American continent has ever seen. I heard those numbers, by the way. That's pretty scary. If you're a presenter at Hive Life, it's going to be people in front of you. And I like, because the way it happened last year, what a lot of people that have been there know what we're talking about. You guys know what we're talking about. Friendships are made there. And the internet is shrinking because of it, especially in the world of beekeeping. And the collaborations are fantastic. When you meet people in person, I've met all of you now. So it shrinks the world. And we have this reinforcement. No one is smarter than everyone. And that's proven when we all get together. And even these, I'm glad you guys have been on for a year. That's unbelievable. And I'm glad to be part of that celebration, by the way. And I think even if people are new and this is going to be their first Hive Life conference, it's going to feel like home when they get there. There's somebody there. They're going to make friends that are going to last, and they're going to get to know people. And you're going to find out meeting some people in person is not at all what it's like to see them on YouTube.
For sure.
So, be ready for that. So that's all I'm saying. But there's as you know, Greg likes to say the tide raises all boats, and like somehow we're all supposed to move together. He's ignoring submarines and the NR1 and things like that. But no, it's great. We have a growing community, and we're all benefiting from what one another is into, what we're learning. And I think the fellowship just makes it feel like home. and you guys are doing you're playing a key role in that, by the way. So I'm just happy to be on the edge of it.
Yeah. Well,
thanks, Fred.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, we can't say enough about the support that we've had throughout the year, and just having guests. I mean, and having those like you take time out of your schedule to join. It just, we can't say thank you enough.
Well, thank you right back. I never say no to you guys. If I've got time and Annette lets me get on the schedule.
Well, Fred, thanks again. And don't forget about all that snow and the ice and the real dangers that lie underneath.
Greg, thanks for pointing out the dangers, because I got in my, people that don't know, I drive cars that people would call conspicuous consumership. So I drive a Honda Element. It's green, 2007. I love it. And I got out there and I backed up just to turn around. You see my driveway, Greg, Brian? Slid right down. It's one of those things where there's nothing you could do. Glare ice. I hit my fence.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So now my Honda Element has 273 dents in it. That third
this one has a story.
It hurt,
Oh,
but it still drives, so I'm good. I'm okay.
All right.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Fred. It was good having you on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I look forward to seeing everybody in January, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll see you then.
Safe travels down there, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks a lot. Have a great night.
See you, Fred.
Bye-bye.
Yep. See ya.
Thank you, Fred. Oh, man.
We're just getting started.
Yeah.
Who we got next, Brian?
Awesome. I got my schedule here, my list here. I see him down there, and he was, gosh, I'm trying to think of when we had him on.
It was
very
way back
early.
I think he was one of the early ones. Yeah, back in.
Yeah,
I don't know when it was, but it was early.
Very early, and I had just heard of him, and thankfully, Bruce, I think it was you that had mentioned to bring him on.
Yeah, it was on my channel.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find that one it was, but yeah. Who
are we talking about?
Well, I think it'd be the one and the only Mr. Gus Mitchell.
That's right.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Gus, how are you?
Good to have you on, man.
Doing really well. Happy to be a part of this.
Yeah,
I was looking back through all the progress and all the videos you guys have done this year, and I'm kind of wondering what you got planned for next year to really top it. You put in a lot of work in 22.
Yes, sir. We're going. We don't know, but it just keeps growing, man. It keeps moving forward. And Gus, that you were on April 20th. I just looked it up. So
wow.
I had started my channel in February, so it was still a really young. It's still a really young channel.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's I remember I saw you. I think we had a little pop on that night, and you came on for a couple of minutes. I didn't know who you were, and I went ahead and just subscribe to your channel and started watching your videos. I'm like, man, we got to get this guy on. He's got some good knowledge. And anyone who hasn't seen Gus's channel, Gus he shoots straight, but he gives you some really good tips. A little bit different than what you might see on other channels, but it's stuff that works. I've tried a couple of techniques I learned from Gus, and it worked well. One of them was the flyback split, Gus, and it worked well. And so it's one of those things that, and Gus, I wasn't sure when I did it that day. I was out there messing around with the bees, and I texted him, and he sent me a list of how to do it exactly step by step. And so it, Gus is really, I think, Gus, you're really all about just helping folks out. That's what
I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I seen Dawn mention the name tag sorting. We sorted name tags at the last conference, and some of you that were there probably noticed I wore Ian's name tag for quite a while. But I probably won't get to wear it this year.
Be a lot more name tags for y'all to sort out this year. I hope you got some help, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of help coming. So, but yeah, unfortunately, Ian's coming, so I won't be able to wear his tag this time.
Well, you look kind of like Ian.
Right?
I mean, you guys could be
twins, brothers.
Yeah,
I mean,
all you got to do is start saying A. That's it.
I need a coffee cup.
Right, the Canadian flag behind you.
Yeah. So Gus, you've been a part of this whole,
fireplace.
the whole thing that we've been doing for a year, and you've gotten your channel off the ground. And it's growing fast. As you kind of look back over the last year, what does this community collaborative effect mean to you?
One of y'all said it earlier about the internet shrinking, and I really feel that, like, the community's getting tighter, and even though it's spread out, it feels closer than ever. And one of the biggest things that I appreciate about all of this community and work is the innovation that's coming out of it from our vendors, and it's just amazing. We're getting back to Beekeeper tested, Beekeeper thought out products, and I really am looking forward to see what's coming out of that in 23.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gus, thanks for taking a little bit of time out to join us tonight as we celebrate a whole year of not giving up, a whole year of digging in, and a whole year of a lot of friendships, including yourself. So appreciate everything you do in the beekeeping community, and also all your collaborations here with the Stream Team. Thanks, Gus.
Thank you.
Thanks,
See
guys.
y'all.
Y'all check
We'll
out
see you
Gus's
soon.
channel. All right. Bye-bye. See you in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Hey, everybody watching also, I will afterwards, everybody that that joins in, I will go ahead and I'll throw everybody's links down in there. So if you don't, know someone's channel that does pop on, I'll have all the links, so you can always visit their channel and catch up on all of their videos and learn what they are about. So
yeah, and Brian, I'd like to say too, thanks to everyone that's tossed in some super chats and super stickers tonight. It means a lot, especially with what we're trying to do with this thing. It really means a lot. And also, folks, if we miss a question, just forgive us, because we got a lot rolling.
We're going
tonight,
to be flying.
so we're going to be flying through stuff tonight really quick.
yeah,
Guys, with all this weather coming in, a lot of folks are worried about their hives. You maybe even force you to think about maybe loss that you had earlier in the year. Earlier this year, a lot of folks have been following us along, especially on that picking up the pieces video. On a storm came through, absolutely just whipped our tail. And then when you're right in that moment, you have two choices. You can have ears to hear and a heart that's going to follow through, or you can do it your way. In that moment, I chose to listen, to be obedient. I did things a certain way, grafted the last round of queens, and I put them in a very special hive that absolutely was the epitome of what it means to be the lighthouse. Fittingly enough, that horizontal hive is the lighthouse hive. It has been a learning and a touch point for so many folks who have come to the farm to learn, to be a part of that community, but it also stands for something so beautiful, which is being the lighthouse to others. That particular horizontal hive was a lighthouse to our queen rearing operation late in the season. It's been a lighthouse to folks that, hey, things aren't always going to go right. Things are going to go wrong, but here's what is going to make all the difference in the world. And it's absolutely an honor to be able to work with so many good folks who are like-minded, who believe the same things, who work with utmost integrity all the times. And it is absolutely an honor to have on the stream tonight Mr. Rickey Roark at Horizontal Bees. Hey, Rickey, how's it going?
Going
Hey,
good,
Rickey.
Greg. How you guys?
Good.
Doing good.
Happy anniversary to you guys. It's a special moment for you and for so many of us to be a part of this.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for joining in, man.
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
Yeah, I think I sent you a picture, Rickey. I've got one of Greg's queens in your hive down here in Alabama, and I've been driving by and haven't seen a lot of activity, but man, I cracked that lid and it's looking good, man. The bees are doing good in there, so I appreciate you selling that thing to me, bringing it down here, and for just the service you're providing to folks out there with your horizontal hives.
Well, I appreciate that, Bruce, but it makes a difference when you got somebody that's got some good bees like Greg with the queens that he's making. And, you put a queen in like his in a box, it's going to grow. It's going to do real well. So,
yeah, I'm excited to see how they do in the spring.
Well, I know a lot of us have had some opportunities to work with horizontal bees, horizontal hives. They are an absolute treat and a pleasure to work with. It was something that I wasn't even registering as something that I could consider doing. And that small, still voice came in and it softened me up. And the next thing you know, it proved to be an enormous lighthouse for so many reasons. And Rickey, had you and Ruth both not been in a position to make us a hive, to communicate with us, find out exactly what we were looking for in something special, and then handcraft it the way you guys did. I don't even want to think of what the storyline would be like without that. It's amazing when you look back, the things that fall in place, the people that run across your path that you join up with. It's an absolute honor and such a joy to be able to work with folks like you and Ruth on something like your horizontal hives. You guys do fantastic work. So I'm going to thank you for that.
Yeah, the one I got is so well built, heavy duty, just heavy, but that's because it's heavy duty. I think it's gonna last a while. So I'm excited to see how it does.
Yeah, and talking with Greg, we've kind of talked back and forth some, and he's come up with a great horizontal hive, and it's beautiful. And I was like, me and him was kind of talking. I said, hey, could we put some baby hives at your store? And he'll be the first person to carry our hives in a store for us. And when you talk about a community coming together, helping each other out, meeting people, meeting came to Hive Life or talking to Fred and just so many people, even Gus, Gus was great at the Hive Life conference. He come and helped me so much at the Hive Life conference, but you just come together and I appreciate Greg being willing to carry our hive, the one that he designed at his farm. So we appreciate that so much.
That's what these things are about, is taking it past just a connection or that business relationship. When you take it somewhere where it is personal, you've sat at the family table where bread is broke, or where this is where I'm spending my dollars. This is who I'm supporting. Like for me, that is such a huge thing to be able to do. When we were blessed with the opportunity by you and Ruth to have one of your horizontal hives built to our specification at our farm, folks gravitate towards it. They love it. They see the value in being able to raise a colony, make splits all year long, make extra queens, and do it in a way where one hive can really do it all. Everything from growing a colony out, having a backup plan, raising some nukes, raising a couple extra queens, all in the same box without lifting, is a huge learning opportunity for a lot of folks, but it can also be more of a backup plan than you could ever imagine. And so for that, I'm very thankful, Rickey, and I am so looking forward to this coming year for us to be carrying the Lighthouse Horizontal Hive at Nature's Image Farm. Y'all are going to get a sneak peek at it in person at the Hive Life Conference, and so we're looking forward to that too. So I appreciate you a lot, both Ruth and Rickey.
Yeah, we appreciate you, and I tell you what, Greg, you know as well as I do, it's special when you have a wife.
There's Miss Ruth.
Oh, she's working. Look at her working at it.
Oh my.
She's gonna kill me for that, but it is special to have a good wife that helps you out and just takes care of. I mean, behind every good man is a great wife, right? Yeah. And she's just incredible.
Rickey,
helps me
Rickey,
out.
I have to ask, can she hear this?
Yes, she's hearing you, Brian.
She can hear me. Okay.
No.
Okay. Now I've practiced this. This. Okay. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Nailed it, Brian. Nailed it. She's gonna mess up someone's hive now, Brian. Now slow down.
I was going to bring guacamole, but I guess not.
Brian, I've got to spend the night with her tonight, and it's gonna be bad.
All right.
Wow.
Thanks so much.
Well, Rickey, thanks for everything that you guys do, not only for your local folks, but the community abroad. Really appreciate you. You guys are part of what makes us so special. So thanks for everything you do and for spending some time with us tonight.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys and everybody in the chat. We appreciate you because you're the one that makes us who we are. We appreciate you guys.
Thanks.
Horizontalbees.com. Thanks, Rickey.
Thank you.
Rickey, we'll see you soon. Awesome.
So many awesome folks on here tonight.
Oh, man. I need to learn a new phrase. That way when I see Ruth, she doesn't, walk up and crack me in the side of the head.
Right.
So, yeah, I need to get on that. So, you mentioned earlier about prepping for a storm that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched a video from someone today, and they were talking about prepping for this storm. This person also, we had him on one time before. This person just hit a huge milestone. I think it was right around Thanksgiving or shortly around Thanksgiving. 100,000.
Would that be my long lost uncle?
It might be. I think it is. Who might that be, Greg?
Would that be the long lost Uncle Dave Burns?
Oh my God, it might be. We got to ask him.
He'll deny it.
No, we're not related. No. Not related.
Oh man!
Hey guys, how are you?
Look at
the sweater. Classy.
Oh yeah, ready for Christmas.
Looking good.
That's what I had on when I made my video about the storm you talked about today. Yeah, it felt good to have that on.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, guys. I'm happy to be with you today and on your anniversary. You guys are awesome. A lot of good stuff coming out of there. So it's good. I'm glad to be a part of your historic moment.
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, we can't say thank you enough. So yeah, everything that you share, and like was said earlier, it's like the internet is shrinking because we're all getting to meet each other. We're we're meeting each other virtually, and then a little over 2 weeks here, we'll get to meet, and it's just the world is just kind of shrinking. But all of the knowledge that you're always putting out there, we just appreciate that.
Good.
So,
good.
Yeah,
you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. It's good to be with you. It feels awkward to be. I get a little bit awkward being in front of a camera when I'm in this scenario. I don't know how you guys feel when you do videos, but it's never comfortable.
Yeah.
You think you would get used to it. I've done it, since forever, but wow, it's. But I still love it. I'm really having a lot of fun with my community. We have grown. It was good to hit 100,000. And I just think it's fascinating that all of us, including you guys and others that are on YouTube with beekeeping information going out to people, it's the number one way right now that people are learning about bees, that people are expanding and grasping what beekeeping is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some people are missing the mark using traditional ways and means and methods to. They're failing to realize that most people are going to learn about beekeeping on YouTube. So I think we're all aware of that by now, but not everybody is. A lot of people think that that it's not that important, but the reality is, and I've come to learn this over the last probably 5 years, that when people have a beekeeping problem, they're going to go on YouTube and look for an answer. So I think those of us that have had some experience, some credibility behind our name, we have a responsibility, like you guys, to be on there and keep leading people down the right path. I think that's really critical right now.
Yeah. I can't agree more. I mean, it's, and I can think back a little bit. I think what drives me some into, just keeping that YouTube presence is when I started out, I couldn't find really, I couldn't find any help locally, couldn't find a mentor. YouTube was the route that I went. And a lot of what I've learned, initially it came from YouTube. So having sources there that, are trustworthy and, are great educators, it really helped me. So yeah, it's so valuable having such a resource. I mean, we can pick up our phone and we're in the apiary, and just how many people out there that we can rely on.
Well, David, I just only recently really started watching your videos, kind of finding out more about you, and I'm kind of, that's the guy I want to be when I grow up. So you've taught me a lot just in the few videos I've been able to watch. You're doing things right, and I'm watching for the beekeeping information, and also just the way you're doing your channel. I really like the way you're doing things, and so you've caught some lightning in a bottle there. You're doing a great job with it, and once again, you have your unique niche that's working out well for a lot of people, and so we appreciate you. Press on, keep going. We appreciate you being out there.
Thank you. I appreciate all you guys as well. Looking forward to this would be my first time to go to Hive Life, so I'm looking forward to being out there and meeting all you guys. And I can't imagine what it's like to get that many beekeeping YouTubers together, because I just want to make a ton of videos when I'm out there.
Yeah, and it's tough. Yeah, last year I had no idea what I was going to do, and you can't. It's impossible to catch it all. But the good thing is there are several people doing it, and so when you watch the different perspectives, it brings it all into focus. It's pretty neat to see that Kamon encourages that. A lot of conferences don't like that, but he encourages folks to go ahead and capture the mood and what's going on there. So it's kind of fun.
I think Hive Life it's really captured the attention of the whole beekeeping community, and a lot of people. I talk to people and they ask me, they'll say, I've never heard of Hive Life until recently. What is that? What's going on? Why are they attracting so many people? Does anybody know what's going on with that? Where did all that started? And it's almost like I told somebody the other day, it's kind of like Beatlemania. I mean, all these beekeepers are getting so excited about it and just happy to be there. It's a different atmosphere than your traditional conferences. And I've never experienced it, but from what other people told me, it's hard to explain until you experience it.
Well, the difference is you generally go to beekeeping conferences for the information shared, which is part of the reason of Hive Life, but the community is really a big part of it too. It's probably equally as important, the connections, the networking that you do, and plus the opportunity to get, products and see innovative new products and buy products that you might need, plus the great information. So all that together is just a unique situation. It's an excitement that you don't find in a lot of places. So it's pretty neat.
Somebody explained it to me this way. They said, most bee conferences are like going to school. You go there, you sit, you learn. And they said Hive Life is like the Christmas party at school.
It's pretty cool. It's definitely unique.
Yeah. Hive Life, you'll see, and last year, unfortunately I couldn't go the first year, just, it just didn't work out. But last year it's set up so that, you have just I can't even say enough about the speakers. There's such a wealth of knowledge that, you'll hear from the speakers, and then you have that break in between the speakers so that, while you have time to go look at the vendors, you have time to go meet people, collaborate. It's set up in such a, like was said earlier, I think Kamon is setting the bar for how that conference runs. It's such a family atmosphere. It's I can't even, if he's talking about 3,000 in 24, oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Time. Yeah.
So tell me about you guys and your efforts here. It sounds like you're off to a great year. And are you feeling good about all you're going to be doing in the next year?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know where personally. I mean, I 1 year ago, I would have, if you would have said, like I said earlier, if you would have said, when Bruce reached out and we just got talking, if you would have said, well, a year from now, you're going to have this stream with all these people and, giveaways and all these things to share with the community, I would have shook my head and said, yeah, you're go drink another one or whatever, but just, it's blossomed into, just such an amazing thing, where there's friendships have been made. There's, like was said earlier, the internet has shrunk down, and the community of people that we have now, we can just rely on each other. It's just, I would have never guessed that this would have happened. So
that's great.
What's going to take place in 23 for us?
Who knows?
Greg, Bruce.
It's just so hard to say. You start something off, you look back, a year later, I would never have thought we'd be here with the caliber of folks like David and Fred and Kamon and all the folks that are in our regular Gus, all the guys that are in the regular rotation. It really does feel like we're at the precipice of a tipping point of how things have been done in the past. And I feel like we're just at that tipping point where together as a collaborative, as a collective, things are changing, and they're changing in such a fast way. You can't but help to feel the momentum. You can't help but feel that force, and you can't help but to feel the love that everybody has, not only for beekeeping and the passion for beekeeping, but how they have for one another. We want to see everybody do well. There's no weird competitive stuff. We're not trying to see somebody fail. We want to see every single person and their beekeeping experience do well. And that's what it's about. And I think when you focus on those things, our individual efforts, they matter. But when we, just like the honeybees to the hive, we're better together. And when we all collaborate together and we're all pushing in that same direction, that's a force that is unstoppable. And that is where a rising tide lifts all ships. And it's an honor to have folks like you, David, a part of it. So thanks for everything you do.
Yeah.
Thanks
That
for
was
joining
well
us,
said,
David.
Bruce. Maybe we are related after hearing you say that.
Right,
Maybe there's
right.
a.
Well, if it
Maybe-
looks like a cousin Eddie comes out of the RV and empties it, out front, then maybe we are related.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Thanks for the super
my
chats,
gosh.
guys.
Yeah.
David,
Thanks.
thanks for spending some time with us tonight. I really do
Okay,
appreciate
guys.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
David,
good luck
thank
in
you
all
so
your
much.
efforts.
All
We'll
right,
see
forward to
thanks,
you.
meeting you.
We'll see you in what, 16 or so days.
We'll see you soon.
very
Yeah.
soon.
Looking forward to it, guys.
All right,
Yeah.
see you then.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for
David.
having me. Good luck.
Uncle
Bye-bye.
David.
Man, the super chats coming in, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I gotta say,
Bob and Lee, thanks to both of you guys. That means a
sheesh,
lot.
man. Yeah, that's insane. I still don't know how to react when stuff like that happens. So you guys,
Really do appreciate you guys a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
I'm sure we'll be hearing from them at some point tonight too, won't we?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. Hey, and talking about stuff like that, if we're talking about all this bee stuff, and it's almost like we need somebody out there that's going to guard us. You see what I did there, Greg?
That's funny. That's like it's maybe even punny even.
See, it's like
we might need a guardian.
we need a guardian.
Someone needs to definitely guard this conversation because it's getting out of hand. Y'all need to behave. Speaking
Oh my
of guardian,
you guys doing?
Oh man,
What's that
Terry,
hat say?
what's
What's
up?
that hat say, Terry? It says guardian.
Mr.
There he is.
Guardian.
There's our guardian right there.
Yeah.
There he is.
We went kind of crazy on this one.
whoa,
Wow.
America edition. Like
I
it.
like that.
Absolutely.
I like those mounts back
That's-
there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Your
Yeah.
hat's cool, but look at this.
Sheesh.
that
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now is that an
one,
albino?
that one's from
Oh.
here, and the other one is a philo deer.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Cool.
that's from my dad. That's probably 20 years ago. Some kind of
wow.
trip he
Oh
went
my
on.
gosh. Wow.
That's cool. Well,
That
Terry,
is
we want to
awesome.
How
thank you
y'all been
for
doing?
not only good. We want to thank you for spending time with us tonight, but also all the things that you do to support folks to get into beekeeping. A lot of folks they want to get into the bees, they want to have that relationship, but a lot of folks are absolutely just afraid to death of getting stung or getting too close. And thankfully, we've got Guardian Bee Apparel, who manufactures some fantastic products. And they get those bee suits out to folks. It helps them kind of pass that barrier. It gets folks into that relationship where they can work their bees and form and develop the joy and the happiness. It's a big deal. And to have someone you can pick up the phone and call if you got a problem, or if you want to know more about their products like Terry, it's awesome to have you part of this community, Terry.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm filling some kind of void. That was the same situation I really went through when I started beekeeping. I'm okay with being stung. I'm not scared of being stung, but it takes away my focus, and the bees really relax me. Yeah, it's a calming thing for me, and that took it away. So that really got my focus onto all the protective clothing, so that when I did get in my bees, I could just enjoy them. Yeah, and I'm glad that other people have been able to get that same experience.
Yeah.
And yes, we'll give something away tonight.
Oh, man.
Wow. I gotta say, we've got a lot of bee jackets at the farm, but one of them that we always keep just for folks who want to get into it is that Guardian bee jacket. It's always hanging up there. It's got the logo. I know that when I put folks in the learning yard into it, if they need to be in a jacket and they don't have something, I know if I put them in that, they're going to be comfortable. They're going to be protected, and they're going to be able to have that immediate connection with the bees that a lot of other scenarios maybe you wouldn't. So it's awesome to have such good products you can count on.
You
That's
don't know how
definitely
many
the goal.
people. You don't know how many people asked me this year, prior to my trying on your vented gloves at the conference last year and then getting them, I always wore the nitrile gloves. I got my Guardian gear. Ever since then, I have never worn another set of the nitrile gloves. I wear every single time I go out and I inspect my hives. I have my Guardian jacket and my Guardian gloves, and it's just my go-to.
Can I ask you a question? Do you touch the end? Because that's how we designed them. I'm hoping you got a fit like we wanted you to, but all the other gloves I tried had like 1.5 inches of leather hanging off the end, and it made it so hard to work.
Yeah. No, they fit like a glove. That's why
that was look what he did. He wasn't even trying. Look at that.
Yeah.
More of that stuff.
God, he's good.
Look at that. I think my camera froze up. Look at that. You could hear me, but look at that. I'm froze with my arm up in the air.
Try Control Alt Delete twice. See what happens, Brian. No, don't do it. The whole thing will crash.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Let's see here. Let me.
Well, Terry, we're looking forward to seeing you at Hive Life. It's always a great time there. It's so busy. I know last year I wanted to spend more time with you and everybody else. I'm thankful that I got to spend a minute or two with you to meet you and to pick up a jacket to bring back to the farm there. That was amazing. But a lot of folks are also catching up, and they're picking up some Guardian Bee Apparel too, bee jackets and gloves. What are you really excited about right now, Terry?
We I was going to wait and hope I was able to put it together in time. So no promises, but we've gotten a lot of requests lately for short gloves. So we're in the middle of a production run, and hopefully we'll get that in time to have a new product there at Hive Life. We're doing the same thing as last year. We got promotional items to go with the 15% off. So we got some.
Ooh.
We got a lot of people telling us we didn't have women's stuff last year, and we didn't. We were guilty. But this was a ponytail style hat.
Cool.
We got several different colors and styles, and laser engraved hive tools, and just whatever you pick, come and get it. 15% off promotional item, and mostly, to be honest, all of y'all, everybody I met last year, it almost makes me feel like a kid again. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I met a group of people and just couldn't wait a year to get back to see them again. So.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, Terry, you mentioned you wanted to give something out for the community here for help us celebrate the 1 year anniversary.
Absolutely, we're going to give away the value of a free suit, so you can spend it any way you want. It'll be $229. You can buy a jacket and gloves. You can buy a suit. You can get pants. Whatever you want to, however you want to spend it.
Wow, that is awesome. Everybody, throw a comment in chat exactly like you see on the screen. Guardian Bee.
Hashtag Guardian Bee. Yeah.
Yep. Hashtag Guardian Bee, and it will go ahead and tally up the entries, and we'll give it,
couple
2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, we'll give it a couple minutes. But throw in hashtag Guardian Bee, and there's it's shooting up there, and then
it's going quick. Look at that.
I'll say this: we'll need to be able to verify, an email so that we can communicate, and this goes for any of the giveaways that we're going to have. We're going to need to be able to verify that it is you. So we don't want somebody just to swoop in and end up claiming a prize when it's not the winner. So just make sure that we can verify an email and communicate with you.
Man, 130 entries basically.
Wow. Good luck, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Terry.
Oh, man.
Well, Brian, what is our choice method of giveaway tonight? What did you figure out?
What do you mean choice?
Is it is the Wheel of Fortune? Is it
right here? It's the StreamYard giveaway tool.
All right, let's see it in action.
Yeah,
let's go. Let's roll it. 160.
That's fancy.
160. Geez, oh man. All right, everybody. So, like Terry said, this is for some Guardian Bee. It's the value of a jacket. What was it? $229.
Yeah, $229.
Holy Moses, that is crazy. 167 now. Well, I am spinning, so here we go. Let's see.
First giveaway of the night.
Yeah, I saw the Robbies. I saw JC in there. David
Hart.
David
All right.
Hart. Let me
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Way to go.
David, email me. I will throw my email out there. Email me, and I'm going to need to verify that it is you. Yeah, David, congrats. So
Awesome.
Terry, I'll get his info, and then we'll just get you two together. But thank you so much for the support, and yeah, it just means so much to have you support us and join, and yeah, it's awesome.
I genuinely love what y'all do. I'm similar, to some of the stories we heard tonight. I enjoyed my local club, but I didn't get a lot of information out of it. I learned on YouTube. I see the value in it, and it's a lot of work. And we appreciate y'all, because y'all really are like a hub for this community. It's important. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, it's
Thanks,
really,
Terry.
yeah, it's just really it's blown up. So yeah, that's why we need
y'all are doing great, man. I hope 5 years from now I'm sitting here watching the stream team.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe so, man. We hope so.
Appreciate
too.
you, Terry.
See.
Thanks for joining us tonight. And thanks for the
I enjoyed
giveaway.
it. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Appreciate you. Merry Christmas.
Terry, we'll see you soon. Oh man, that's the first one. So, we need. I know we got to step it up. We got to step it up here.
Yeah.
Should we watch those videos, or what do you want to do next?
Let's do another, because we got a couple gaps here where I know. Holy Moses!
Man,
I just saw another Anil. Man, I remember when this.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, when this started, just a few people here. Happy stream-iversary. I like that.
That's cool. That is. These things are these are so important. These super chats. Where all that money gets funneled right back in to supporting you guys. So it's a fun way to where by supporting us, you're supporting the community, and that's awesome. Really do appreciate that.
Yeah,
Brian, what's next?
Yeah, well, we found our guardian. We've got our guardian, and now that we have our guardian, you see what I'm doing here.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down there.
We need to arm our guardian
maybe to annihilate mites. Absolutely, just murder them.
Annihilate them. To just murder them.
Fumigate them.
Not with
Vaporize them.
murder sauce, but with murder vape.
Mm-hmm.
And who could we call? Who are we going to call?
Mite Buster, the one and only.
Mite Buster. That's a new one. That's great.
Yes.
How's it going, Rob?
Good. I've loved every bit of this chat, because I feel the same way about everybody who's got on here and talked tonight. You guys have just come so far and done so much for the community. It's crazy. I mean, I remember back when I believe it was Bruce had finally, had said, oh, we're the stream team, or I'd said something about the stream team, and it was like a light bulb clicked, and then I was like, I wonder if they're going to do that live chat again, because that was pretty cool. And then it just kind of kept spiraling with the three of you guys. It went from the one thing, and it grew, and then now we're sitting at above 200 people. When I think I speak for all of us, or the large majority. You go to any bee club meeting at your local level, and you'll see 30, 40, 50 people, a handful on Zoom, and that's cool, and there's a lot of information, and there's deals and all that stuff. But to have 200 people who are just like-minded, wanting to grow, wanting to advance the community, it's just astonishing. It really is, and I've been very blessed to be a part of it. I've loved every bit of it. So I can't appreciate you guys enough and share that enough with the community about the impact that you've done for all of us.
Well, Rob, you and Lori are the epitome of being the change that you want to see in this world by being a lighthouse. You guys have dug in to do the work to actually help beekeepers, and I think the reason why we're all successful together. You were mentioning bee clubs is there's no politics. There's no anything else. There's no strings attached. We want to see people do well, whether that's by providing great products, providing great bees, providing great content. When you strive for excellence and you're operating with integrity, I think we all just grow leaps and bounds, and that's what makes collaborations like the four of us, along with all of our folks who are listening and commenting tonight. That's what makes this thing special.
Yeah, it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. And again, I sound like a broken record compared to everybody else, but I can't wait to see where it goes. Individually, I talk to you guys quite a lot. I consider you all pretty close friends, very close friends. I love hanging out with you guys, and I just can't wait to see how you guys grow. You each have your own thing that you're doing business-wise and mindset-wise, and growing your operations and stuff, and servicing the community to better it. And it's going to be a big year, and I'm really excited for everybody.
I think a lot of folks are really excited tonight because looks like Troy says, Daddy needs a new Instavap.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Rob, you guys have stepped up to the plate in a big way for
we always have one
the
kicking
hottest
around.
product on the market right now, which is the Instavap 18-volt oxalic acid vaporizer. Tell us a little bit about it, Rob, and why you think it's awesome.
So I think it's awesome in a lot of ways. One of the coolest ways I'll say most recently was I went from knowing guys who had 1,000 colonies in their operation, and I was like, holy crap, that's a lot. You know, coming from somebody who runs less than 40, that's a lot of colonies. And now I know guys who run 10,000 plus, and have crews of guys out on the West Coast and in Washington State, and they run these Instavap, and you know they'll put 4,000 treatments on a unit in a weekend, and they're like, yeah, it didn't blink an eye. This is the third weekend I've done that in a row, and it's astonishing that it gets that kind of use and at a commercial level, and they don't even blink an eye at it, and they just keep running. And then the guys with a handful of hives are like, it's extremely portable. They get around, they get the job done. You know, it's got a 6,000 hour rating on it. So, you know, 30 seconds a treatment or so, 20 seconds, whatever it is, depending on dosage. 6,000 hours is a lot. That's decades worth of service out of those heaters that are sealed. I mean, it's got a lot of benefits, you know, and it's not my design. It is Janos in Hungary. You know, he's the creator of that brainchild, and we're just very blessed to be able to share that with the U.S. market, because I believe it makes a very big impact in keeping hives healthy in big operations and small operations. It's really a scalable thing.
It takes the excuse out of not wanting to do this, not wanting to do that. When you can plug a battery in it, go out to the bee yard, and just absolutely murder the mites. It's a great feeling.
Murder them.
Yep. Yeah.
So tonight, Rob, you've got a very special giveaway for all the with the 1 year anniversary crowd.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So we're going to do the Instavap. It'll be, so right now we carry the three main battery packs. This will be a battery protected unit, so it won't drop. It'll cut off below the 15 volts. It also has a voltmeter like the rest of the Instavap's, but this is one of the new ones that will be at Hive Life and all that stuff. It'll be DeWalt, Milwaukee, or Makita. The winner will be able to select, you know, kind of whichever one they have. Whoever wins, if you don't have batteries, I would suggest going to Lowe's or Home Depot before the end of the year, preferably before Christmas, because they're having like 2-for-1 sales on 5 amp hour batteries. Can save you some money. I mean, really anybody should take advantage of that if they plan to expand their apiary this year.
Awesome. So for this also, now, just like earlier, you know, we'll need to verify your email and all that stuff. But I'll communicate out first just to find out, you know, what type of unit as far as battery. Because if you have tools already and have a certain specific battery, you know, we want to make sure that we kind of match that up. So, but everybody throw comments while we're almost 100.
And Brian, I think now it may have been missed because I've been talking, but I think the last guy who won said at Castle Hives, I haven't seen the email. Like for him to email you, he commented. I recognized his email, so I don't know if he's gotten in touch or anything. I haven't been watching the comments. I just remember before I got on, he had said that.
I got it.
Just to make sure he gets taken care of.
Yeah, a lot of those hashtags are coming through there to enter in to win a Instavap 18-volt unit. I just have to say how much I'm impressed with how rugged it is, how lightweight it is, how easy it is to use, But what is so impressive to me is how much vapor that thing actually puts off. We just released a video tonight, just showing us our regular use with it. And what is so cool to see is just inside of a colony, especially when it's cold, where you can see the vapor just pouring out, either out of a, if you pull a bucket and out of a hole or out of a crack, you can just see how much vapor is being blasted out of that unit. That is such a huge deal. And it makes you, if you could feel good about murdering mites, you could feel better knowing that you're absolutely blasting when you can see the cloud that thing leaves. It's awesome.
Yeah, I watched that video. That was a beautiful video, Greg. I really like how it was shot in that perspective. It was pretty cool.
Well, appreciate you watching. Who's in the big winner?
J-Mom.
J-Mom. Instavap 18 volt. Awesome.
J-Mom.
I remember.
How do you say that? Instavap or is it instant vaporizer?
It is instant vap.
Remember
that. It's the full instant vap, 18 volt. So
it's got an NT
there's all
in there.
kind of it's. But if you say I say Instavap all the time, it does But technically speaking, it is the instant vap. But I say instant vape all the time. It doesn't
or just mite murdering machine for short.
Yeah, I mean that. Whatever fits your fancy. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up my piece. I know you guys are on a very tight schedule. You guys are doing your great thing. So keep it up, and I can't wait to see every one of you at Hive Life. I'm excited.
Looking forward to it.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah,
we'll see you. Oh man, I'm telling you, we do got to move along. We got to move.
Yeah, we got to get moving. We got to just
keep her moving.
Go.
Yeah. We're gonna keep her moving, and who's next? Well, one of them actually has been Greg. One of them has actually been you at times.
One of them has been me at times.
One of them actually has been you when you couldn't make it. He was Greg Burns, but he's also he has another name.
Was it like a bathrobe, a cigar, standing out in front of an RV, emptying it? The whole hat, was it like a cousin Eddie look-alike too, or?
It might have been, yeah. And we always, when we have him on, there's always this other person also that it's almost like you can hear some type of like crowing, like a rooster or something like that.
I'll be darned.
See how that all goes,
Brian. You're so good. You outdid yourself on that one. You really did.
And none other than Mr. I might have to get in touch with him actually, because I don't quite know how to run a stream of this size. So I need to contact somebody to learn how to have a stream.
Hey, I'm up.
Mr. Mike Berry.
And none other than Mike Berry. And who else do we have here? He's fixing something. What?
Is that the 628 Dirt Rooster himself? I would never have guessed. Wow.
I gotta look around.
I wasn't paying attention.
How's it going, fellas?
I wasn't either. I was rolling my lips whenever they came on.
Right. Look at that.
Mike,
it looked like Randy planned that. He had turned it and he just moved it right when we brought it on. It was like it was planned. It was like staged.
Oh man. What's up,
Mike?
gentlemen?
How you doing?
I'm good, Randy. What's going on, man?
Working on Hive Life stuff all day.
Not me.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Randy, you're going to be busy.
Yeah, I didn't even. I saw your message on Instagram, I think, and I sent you a text. I was like, "Am I supposed to be on tonight?" And so we were just running out to my parents' house. So I got a magnet stuck to the side of the refrigerator on the back porch. And so I was just looking to see if there was anything to drink, and all there is a bunch of jars of pollen in the in the refrigerator.
Well, pollen is beneficial.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's going to be fun seeing everybody at Hive Life now that we've, spent time not only getting to know y'all, but a lot of us have had the opportunity to break bread, to actually meet, sit down, even work like with Mike, work bees, break bread with Randy. It's such an amazing thing. Last year I kind of knew who you guys were sort of because of the internet, but didn't know who you were. Now that I know who you guys actually are as a person, what you stand for, I'm so excited to see you guys. You guys have been a huge part of the beekeeping community, sharing great information, but more importantly, genuinely sharing who you are. And that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
Absolutely.
it's funny you got Randy on here. I was thinking of a story about, I was watching the stream as we went, and I'm thinking about this community that y'all are talking about and how the internet was shrinking and all that good stuff. Because it is good stuff. But you know, when Randy went to the very first Hive Life, I went to the second one and he was there, and I walked up to him and I looked at the big crowd and I looked at Randy and I said, you know, I said, this whole conference is like a YouTube conference if you think about it, because that's how it started. And it blows me away how many people started channels after that, how many people were just beginning, you know, to get channels going. But the thing is it brought so many people together, and like you guys said, it made such a network. I got 2 Christmas cards today, one from Nathan at Duck River Honey. I got one from Rodney Middleton up in the Carolinas. I mean, I didn't know those guys except for on video. You know, you guys going to Bruce's house, meeting you when you came down. Of course, I had met Randy before through Jeff, but to watch how everything grew and morphed and how you guys have been, you know, you bring them together each week, like you continue the Hive Life each week with the people and new people are joining. And I've been to conferences. Randy, you and I were at that one conference, at Louisiana conference right before COVID. That was a great conference here at the state conference.
It was.
But there's nothing like getting together with nationwide and soon worldwide people now and networking. It's even better. So it's a community that has grown. And what you guys did is we could have all just kept going out and doing videos and doing our thing, and even collaboration we could have done. But by the stream team each week, you've kept that thing kind of tight knit. You know what I mean? It's like it's still tight knit. I've got relationships with people that I never would have had, and even closer ones with people I met. You know, Son of One and Grammy Midwife over in Alabama. You know, it's just been an amazing thing what the stream team has done and brought together.
Yeah, I think anybody that's embraced this community's got a lot of new friends. I know I do. I've got a lot of friends that, you know, like I said, we went to Bruce's house and he let me inside. I was like, hey, this is kind of neat. Most people make me wait at the curb. Took us out.
I do.
I know. Mike screens and calls when I call.
That's right. You and Jeff.
But the whole Hive Life thing, it brought on, like you said, a lot of new YouTube channels that put out a lot of good information, and I kind of feel bad about mine because I'm like, you know, mine's a lot of entertainment, and every video I try to put something educational in there, something that lifts people up, something that keeps people enjoying the hobby and keeps them going, encourages them. But a lot of guys get on there, and so I just the other night I was just like, you know, I can't be Fred Dunn, I can't be Bob Benny. I just gotta be me. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, put out what I put out. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it brings you some information. And you know, Mike does awesome videos, and he claims he's not teaching, but you know he is. But I'll tell you how it is. This ain't how I'm doing. This is what you should do. But I didn't Mike say Mike. But you know, my filter's broke sometimes, and I just say stuff, and I'm like, you know, that's the dumbest thing I ever seen. But
well, I think that's what makes these things so awesome. Is we're all a unique shape, size, and color of the puzzle, of the portrait of what's going on now, and that's what makes where we're at so beautiful. Is having the diversity, the different. You know, we look at just the 5 of us, let alone all of our guests that have been on or will be on tonight or in the comments. Look at all the differences in style and approach, beekeeping experience, how they share a message. That's the beautiful thing, is we're not all the same thing. We're all doing what we are doing genuinely. And I think when you share a message like that, you can't help but fall in love with how someone is sharing their experience, especially when you know that they're in it. They love it. They're passionate about it. They're sharing that from that perspective. That's a beautiful thing. And I think that's what makes it so special.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Hey, before y'all kick me off, I do want to say, Brian, that comment I made to you at the very end of that text tonight. You forget me, man. I was there when we were nothing.
I know.
When Brian's channel started, I had just started mine, and he was doing those chats, and there was like 2 or 3 people each day he'd do these chats.
Yeah.
And then there was like 5 or 6 people, and we were both less than 1,000 subscribers, and and I was there for you, man. I was there when
I
you
know.
when you were
now,
nothing. There when I was nothing.
Mike, you have blossomed into SDWT.
Yes, silver diamond.
Silver diamond, white trash.
Just don't forget me. Just don't forget me. I was there at the bottom with you. Don't forget me.
No. I mean,
never.
Yeah, this whole thing has just blossomed into just such an amazing community. So, yeah, it has. I mean, it's just truly, like you said, I mean, it's just kind of continued through the year, and there's been friendships and all this just, from me looking at my phone and I'm cracking up, and I look at my wife and I'm like, Randy, send another reel. It just, yeah, I would have never even guessed that all this would have happened. But yeah, it's just
so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. But gentlemen, we will we'll see you guys here soon.
That's right. Lord willing, we'll be there.
4 weeks away.
Looking forward to it, fellas.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
We'll see you guys.
See you.
Oh man, I'm telling you. Look, Mike, we got to show him. I was going to say we're going to have to show him how to leave.
Any of these guests, we could just chill and hang out for a while. We
all
just
night.
I know. Move on.
It's so unique to have folks that you could just sit down. It's like they're the kind of guys where if you went to church, if you went to dinner after church, or you just went out to eat with them somewhere, it would be like 8 pots of coffee. You just can spend all night talking with these kind of folks.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Well, Brian, what do you think? What's next?
Well, let me see here. I see 2 people, and now I got to say one thing. So we have Matt is, and I'm not going to throw out any of these jokes or, try and do whatever, but he's always here. He's like the moderator extraordinaire, is always here helping us out. When stuff's going wrong, I get, if I don't see it, he shoots me a text. He's just good people. Matt and Sara, I've had the pleasure of getting to know them a little bit, and they are just terrific people. So I got to bring them in.
Cool.
Look at this.
Oh, we got Sara on there. Hey, Sara.
I know. Look at this.
It's nice to see you.
We can't just have Matt in here because he hogs all the videos, and I saw that he's got to have, and I got to hold the pinky up. He's got to have the laser. Oh man, how are you guys?
Good. How about you guys? How are you guys doing?
Man, it's awesome.
Snowing yet?
No,
not down here.
Come on, Bruce.
Bruce,
Bruce
is gonna be cold. He's never experienced this before.
Oh, cold here now.
I lived in Utah for a while, so I know what snow is like. But down here, if there's even a chance of snow flurries, they shut down all the schools. So, we're.
Yeah, they shut us down today and tomorrow too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's got to be probably over 2 feet of snow for you guys to get shut down, right? For us, it's like a chance of flurries.
Yeah, and Matt will still be outside in shorts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's that guy. He's that guy.
It's too hot in the house.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, with that wood stove you got there going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, folks, if you don't know who these two are, Matt and Sara, check out their YouTube channel. Matt and Sara, also Homestead Engraving is their business. So if you're looking for any kind of laser work done, laser engraving, they do a great job. They can definitely help you out there. They've been such an important part of this community, and they do the humble, unthankful job behind the scenes on keeping things clean, thumping trolls, helping us all with our own channels keep things moving forward when we do things like the Stream Team. So I want to thank you guys personally for all that you do, not only with your business, but what you do for us all behind the scenes here with our YouTube channel. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, look at that. What, Matt, what is this that we're looking at?
That is a Hive we're going to give away. And it comes with a bottom or 10 frame. It's all 10 frame system. It's got a deep box and a honey super.
Wow.
Cool.
So we engraved the whole deep box and then the top of the hive.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. Gosh. Yeah, that is really awesome.
Exciting. Exciting stuff.
Let me pull up another. Gosh, I got to pull up another. Boom. How's that? Engraving.
There you go.
I like it.
I should have had it. I should have had it laser. With my pink. Yeah. So everybody, like Matt said, it's an engraved hive. Comment exactly like you see there. Hashtag engraving for a chance to win this hive. And again, I'll throw my email out there, but we're going to need to verify that information. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows we have to verify that it is you. So
look at the comments, man.
Oh my gosh,
they are just rolling in, man.
That's awesome.
Wow,
so much fun. 150 already about.
Yeah,
Can't believe it's been 1 year already, you guys.
Can you believe it's been 1 year already? Time flies.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really is nuts. I mean, if you would have, like I've said it, I don't know, half a dozen times already, but if you would have said a year ago that we would have been doing this, I've been like, yeah, right. Yeah. It's truly been an awesome time. So
well, we've learned a lot from you guys, so we appreciate it. So
learning what not to do is as important, if not more important, than learning what to do, Matt.
Yeah,
so thanks for those
true.
kind words.
Yeah. 184 on this one.
We're gonna hit 200. Let's hey, wait till we get 200. We'll go at 200.
200. All right.
I want to thank everybody who's in the comments hanging out with us tonight, and also all of our special guests. We've got several of them in the queue below. I want to thank you for your patience, and also taking time out from your family and from your business to be a part of this 1 year anniversary celebration. So thanks to everybody involved, and thanks again to Brian for all the hard work behind the scenes to make it happen.
Minor details, Greg. Minor details. Yeah, 186. I'm spinning it.
Spin the wheel. Here we go.
Let's see. Who is it? I see like familiar faces in there.
Tennessee Mountain Bees, little Johnny Walker.
Wow.
There we go.
That's amazing.
Go,
cool.
Congrats.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Great job.
That is awesome.
Good job, Johnny.
I already have his contact info. So I already know how to get in touch with him. That is awesome. Wow.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Matt and Sara, thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for contributing to the Stream Team 1 year anniversary. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure to check out Matt and Sara on YouTube and Homestead Engraving. Is it homesteadengraving.com or what's the?
Yeah,
they're
pull up.
Yep, they'll pull up Homestead Engraving. Thank you guys.
Thanks. See ya.
Thanks so much,
See ya.
guys.
Yeah.
Nice beard, by the way.
I know.
See that he's got a beard. It's beard season, I guess.
Talking here. Hang on one second. I gotta do something here. Talking about Johnny. What's this right here we have?
Would that be a video from Johnny Walker himself?
It might. Let's see if
You got to watch out. This is going to make it look like it's rigged, Brian.
I know. Hang
How
on.
about that? That's crazy that happened.
Hey, fellas. What an honor it is for me to have the opportunity to speak for a moment on what the Stream Team means to me. First of all, I just want to say you guys are a class act. You come on every week. It's obvious you're true friends. You're very supportive of each other. You offer loads of information to the viewers every week. You give them an opportunity to ask questions. It just helps beekeepers so much. And I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It's been a pleasure getting to know you guys, and I hope to talk to you more in the future. May God bless you, your families, and your bees. Thank you again.
Man, that's cool.
Was solid, humble dude right there. I really
Yes,
enjoy hearing from Johnny.
Thanks
for sending that, Johnny. It's like Brian's never done this before. Like you might have to unmute your mic, Brian.
You see? Wow. But no, Johnny's part of the Hillbilly crew. They do their live on Thursdays. I reached out to them just to see if they could send in some videos. So, but yeah, very humble people, very, very good friends. So yeah, we appreciate the kind words there, Johnny. And yeah,
part of that hillbilly crew, you've got old Earl Dooley, and you've got Houston Shelton.
Yep.
Respectfully, they all have their own channel, and they work together, similar to what we do, and put a stream on together. So that's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. What? Let's see here. Who? I got to look. Who's on the list? You know, I had Greg was there before we move on. We got these. We got, oh my gosh, Oak Hollow Garage. Jeez, oh man. This everybody with these super chats and stuff are just blowing me away. So it's just we just really appreciate that. So and like Greg said earlier, like Bruce has said, we're just funneling this into opportunities like this where we can just give back. That's it. So but before we bring these we've got these Canadians here. I see a Canadian flag.
Here we are complaining about weather. They're up there in like 18 feet of snow already. They're already hunkered down in their igloos. They're just enjoying the festivities. And there's probably cracking eggnogs going on. There's just full tilt. And here we are complaining. It's a little bit cold today. It was 28 degrees. And here we are complaining,
Yeah.
But hey, Brian, what do you say before we jump to them real quick? We had a beautiful giveaway from Matt and Sara, which was a bee box. I can't think of anything finer than to put into a bee box than maybe some bees. We want to give away some bees?
Sure.
Well, we just opened up package sales at nature'simagefarm.com. You'll find we have got nukes, queens, and packages available. Tonight, I'm going to give winner's choice. If you're in the local area and you want to stop out and pick up 3 queens, a package, or a nuke this coming season, or if you don't live close and you want me to ship you 3 queens, we'll do it. So, or if you want to drive all the way out, winner's choice, either 3 queens shipped, a 3-pound package of bees, or a 5-frame nuke, winner's choice. And hopefully that'll make someone's season a little brighter.
Awesome. Yeah. Comment in, hashtag nature's image. And like Greg said, we'll just communicate back and forth. And Greg, I'll let you handle that one.
Yep. You can just send us an email at nature'simagefarm.com. We'll verify it was you, and we'll put you in touch.
Yeah. Awesome.
While that rolls there, before we bring on some of our very special guests here next, what do you think their choice drink is? Is it Diet Sprite? Is it Burger King iced coffees? Would it be maybe a Tim Hortons cup of coffee?
They don't drink.
I'm
Tim
struggling
Hortons.
Here. They probably never heard of Timmy's or Timbits or anything like that. So they probably don't know what a French cruller is. I kind of feel sad for those folks if they don't know what Tim Hortons coffee is or Timbits. I feel like that's part of what makes this continent special.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, go ahead and spin that wheel for the freebies.
182. All right. I'll write it down. And I'm writing down, everybody that does win. So we'll have track. And then I'll be able to go through again. So
Brandy Bingham. Congratulations. Shoot me an email at nature'simagefarm.com and we'll make sure it's you.
Awesome.
Stay tuned. We have some a couple other farm giveaways, including the very big grand prize is going to be a StreamTeam engraved wax dipped Pura Hive kit with bees. So it's the whole shebang. Wax dipped Hive kit with the brand new Premier Pura boxes, including some StreamTeam engraving with the bees. That's going to be pickup only here at Nature's Image Farm near Zanesville, Ohio.
I need to enter that one. That's going to be nice.
I know. I almost need to as well.
I'd drive up for that thing, man. It's going to be cool. It's going to be a really, really, really nice gift, and it'll be awesome.
Well, Brandy, congratulations. What do you think about the next guest, Brian? I'm dying to know what they're drinking right now.
I know, because it is a winter time, and
it's probably maple syrup then.
Right. We had this guest on before, and they were instructed by their better half that you cannot have that until a certain date.
Oh, I'm speaking out of turn. My apologies. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder. So, and we do have, Mr. Steppler, and then Ian is bringing somebody with him. So this is like his introduction to the stream team here.
That doesn't look like Diet Sprite, Ian.
'Tis the season of double crack and eggnog.
Good fellas here. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Ian. Hey, thanks,
Brad. How are you?
Brad's
Very
3
good,
hours
thank you.
north of me here. He's up in cold country north of me.
Yeah, cold country. It's colder south,
Oh my
south
gosh.
and north today.
I can't even imagine. I can't even comprehend how cold it is up there. Probably.
It's not too bad
Only-
tonight. It's only minus 25 tonight, so I think we're
Yeah,
getting easy
minus
tonight.
22 here. It was minus 32 when I took off today.
Yeah.
What?
That's still minus cold in Fahrenheit, no matter what
It
the
is minus darn
conversion
cold in
is.
Fahrenheit too.
That's why I'm drinking the rum
Wow.
tonight.
Oh, keep warm.
Yeah, I want to
I've got
introduce
the
you to
eggnog,
Brad.
and I've got the English
the
Harbor
eggnog,
rum.
too.
Look at this.
That's what we're into tonight.
Wow. Yeah, like Ricky says there, it's only minus 25. Jeez.
Oh man.
Only.
Well,
I
Brad
wanna
and Ian,
introduce you
thanks
to
for joining
Brad.
us tonight. Yeah.
Brad and I are Manitoba beekeepers up here, and we do a lot of collaborative talk between each other. So
Yeah.
you bounce ideas off each other.
One
Brad
of those
is the
conversations
reason.
you can only have with good friends. You know what I mean?
Brad is actually the reason why I become director of the Manitoba Beekeepers Association.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're sitting director, and actually, that spurs on the genesis also of why I started my YouTube videos, is because Brad's on as a director, and I wanted to be a director, so I figured I can't do this right now. I got to practice speaking in front of people. So then I started the YouTube channel and just kind of made its way up. So you can give Brad that credit.
Nice. Yeah, Brad, welcome.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you guys. First I want to really congratulate you too. There've been a lot of congratulations tonight, but this is not a small accomplishment, what you guys have accomplished, putting together a community like this and making that sustainable over a year. And I'm sure you have big things coming in the stream team. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, Brad, it's been great seeing everyone's their channels grow, and we're all intertwined with these, in some way, storyline, or whether it's a text or a message or a comment or the opportunity to see here face to face. Brad and Ian, it's great to have you both a part of what we're doing. I know Ian was one of the first folks that I thought, man, Ian is reaching out to folks who are just getting started, giving them that little bit of boost, a little bit of confidence that, hey, they belong in this community. Keep putting out your content. Don't give up. Put any kind of hater comments, put it back in a trophy on the back. Keep moving forward. Brad, my question is to you, as you've have been establishing your YouTube channel and you're doing all the things that you're doing. Have you seen is the tide changing? Is there anything different feeling like it's happening over the last year versus years past?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think there are differences that I'm noticing, and I don't know if it's changes, but things that I'm noticing are things like it was great that Mike was just on, because I kind of patterned some things after Mike Berry in saying that this is not how-to. I don't feel qualified to do how-to videos. If you want to tune in and keep up with the kind of the shenanigans I'm up to and just kind of what I'm doing and what I'm failing at and what I'm succeeding at, then that's great. I'm more than happy to share. But don't use me as your Bible as to how to do this, because I fail as often as I succeed. And just if you want to grow along with me, then great. We'll just do that. And so I see definitely a couple of different sides of that. So many people doing how-to videos. Yeah, David Burns on, and he's definitely a how-to. He's a very well educated beekeeper, and I agree with him. And this is where I kind of walk the line in my videos. I don't want to spread bad information out there. I think it's important to spread good information to people. And if it's not, if it's not good information, make that clear. Say right up front, I've never done this before, and I don't know if it's going to work, kind of thing. And I agree with David that it's important to getting good information. Sometimes I'll make a video, and there's some stuff in there that I would not want somebody to do because it absolutely doesn't work. So I just don't put that in my video. Sometimes if I'm leading into a situation where I don't know if it's going to work or not, and I say that right up front, then I'll ask them to come along the journey with me and let's see how this goes. So I try to make it clear that this is not the rule book on how to do this. So I noticed those definite two distinctions in videos, and it's not necessarily a distinction in channels either. Some channels will do both, but some channels will do kind of stick to one theme or the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great point you make there, and I'll ask Ian the question. It seems like what Brad just mentioned, and I think a lot of us are picking up on, is you can, if you're not in a place with the experience and you go to put the information out there as though you do, it's pretty transparent. And there's a lot of folks who put out content, not just beekeeping, but across the YouTube sphere, that's a certain approach. But what I really appreciate about Brad and Ian is you guys are not trying to be the lead authoritative voice on any particular thing. All you are doing is humbly and honestly sharing your beekeeping journey, your experience, and the things that are working for you in your context. And that the genuine approach to that is not only refreshing, but it's the type of approach that a lot of us look up to, that we try to mimic and pattern how we share information, how we speak to others, how we communicate, and also how we be a lighthouse to others. So Brad and Ian, I want to both thank you for what you guys do.
I'm trying to convince Brad that we need to sit and, we had some interesting conversations between the two, especially when we were drinking the eggnog, and we need to sit down behind a live and start talking in front of everybody, let everybody hear the conversation, because those are sometimes the most interesting ones, right? And I think
when I think of that, I think, well, how are we going to censor that?
Demonetized.
Yeah. That'll be the late night show.
Yeah. The late
I just think of other beekeepers. Sometimes, you have two beekeepers talking, and maybe they're getting a little bit passionate, and maybe they're starting to raise their voice a little bit, and they're starting to talk like they know what they're talking about, and you get some energy in the group. You see other beekeepers and kind of gravitate towards it. They want to hear what's going on in that conversation. Eh? So I'm trying to convince Brad, just, let's just go on. Let's drink some rum and let's just see what happens.
We need to do that bees and rum
bee
hour.
talk, right?
Yeah.
Good old-fashioned commercial bee talk. That's what we need.
We will schedule another one when we'll have more than just 5 or 10 minutes with
That'd be great.
with the two Canadians here. So it's
be
on
awesome.
record right now. Boom. So yeah.
Well, I wanted to make sure I got in this tidbit that people are always asking me. I have the pleasure of having made really good friends with Ian, and I'm so thankful for him and his in my life. He's become such a great mentor to me personally, and he takes an interest in what I'm doing. He'll out of the blue message me and say, "Hey, so how are your bees doing this week? Or how did that feeding go? Or how did your treatments turn out?" Without even me bringing something up. And I'm so thankful for that he thinks about what's going on in my apiary. And so people ask me quite a bit, what's that Ian Steppler really like? And, I just tell them, watch the videos, because those videos are what Ian Steppler's really like. He's generous. He's genuine. He shows you what he's doing. He doesn't, warts and all kind of thing. He shows you what doesn't work.
Complains a
He shows
lot.
you what does work. He complains a lot. And really the only thing you don't see is that he's really not quite that good looking in person.
That's one thing Brad said the other day when we were chatting to each other. He says, Ian, you know, I was out at the local bee store and people are coming up to me and saying, hey, you know, I seen you on the video and started talking to me just like they know me. I don't know who this person is. Yeah. That's one thing about these videos is we run into that situation where people walk up to you because they're familiar with you, but you have no idea who these people are. And it's just very unusual happenings. Yeah.
Now wait till Hive Life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. I think I'm the only person in the world not going to be there. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. It just wasn't in the cards for me.
That's okay.
You know, some of the guys know what's kind of going on today, and I don't mind talking about it, but I didn't want to make it about me today. You know, it's about you guys. You know, Bruce and Brian and Greg, and I think I've probably been watching Bruce the longest. Bruce's bees, that twigged a real nostalgic memory for me, Bruce, because my dad was a beekeeper when I was very young, and my dad's name was Bruce.
Oh, wow.
And so that when I saw that channel, I thought, hey, I got to watch Bruce's bees, right? And he didn't keep bees very long, so I don't remember much about it. I remember I got stung. That's what I remember, and I hated it.
Oh man!
Well, hey, that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. And Brian, you know, I was trying to catch up on some of your videos too, and I got to say, I was watching. Sometimes I'll scroll right back to the beginning, get right back to square one. You know, when I watched your first few videos, and I thought, you know what, this is exactly like my first videos on my first package installs. This is exactly the kind of.
I am sorry you had to go through that.
I think you knew a lot more about what you were doing than I did.
It looked like I knew what I was doing. That's all I'll say.
I think I started keeping bees about the same year Bruce did, maybe a year earlier.
2013 is when I started.
Oh, so you've been 2 years more than me, and then I guess Brian was 2017, weren't you?
Yeah, it's been 5 or 6 years now. So, yeah, I'm like a newbie in the group. So
well, I'm the newbie. I'm the newbie in all my circles, and putting my name forward to the president of our regional association in January. So, gee, they're in for a surprise.
Oh man, yeah. Well, we'll definitely. I'll be in touch. I'll definitely
need to extend this. Yeah, and, keep going.
We'll get the both of you back on, and you know, sometime after the conference and that. But yeah, we'll be in touch. And
awesome.
We got to continue this.
Yeah, we got definitely.
So, and Ian, tell Sandy that, you know, if it's not eggnog and Kraken time, well, it's a special occasion. So.
Well, yeah, I guess we'll be right after Christmas. We can extend that just a little bit through Hive Life. Yeah. But I got to stay innocent during that time because I have to present, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, safe travels to you, you know, getting down there. So, and look forward to running into you. So,
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, third time's a charm here. And I'm just getting flooded with emails, boy. So it's going to be quite exciting. Just the crowd is terrifying me. I can't even comprehend that right now. So we'll just see which Ian shows up to that one.
Oh man, yeah. No, it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to hearing you speak. So, yeah. So if I might have a sign in the back there that's saying like "Go Ian" or something. If you're talking and you look out and you see this, you know, weird guy standing there with a sign saying "Go Ian," that's just me. So.
Yeah, a bit of motivation. My first presentation I'm going to do is it's gonna follow the through the drought and through that winter, through the spring, and just how I managed through all those tough conditions. Oh, okay. I put it together and I presented to the BC beekeepers. It seemed to go fairly well. So I'm going to bring that to the Hive Life. And then I have a complimentary presentation, which is about building nukes and the sustainability with the commercial operation. And this is the reason why I was able to manage through all those adverse conditions. So awesome. I'm really looking forward to it because those presentations I can really connect to beekeepers. It's not like starter beekeeper presentation, but it's more of a, more of a beekeeper presentation. We just talk beekeeping, pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking forward
it's
to
gonna
it.
be a lot of fun.
Ian, did you see the Stream Team Nugget I did? Those first few were you? Did
Yeah.
you see those? And
That was a good idea.
One of them
Those
was
are great,
exactly what
Bruce.
you're talked about. So that was fun. But
Yeah, those
All right,
are great,
guys.
Bruce. Thanks for doing those.
Thanks
Those
for coming
turn out
on.
really nicely.
Brad, I just subscribed to your channel just to let you know.
Well, thanks, buddy.
Now I know who you are.
Hope I don't bore you to death.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure they're going to be really good. If you go back and watch some of my first ones, they were just, I had no clue either. So
I have.
that's how it goes.
I have. I've been watching you a long time.
Gosh. Okay. Well, guys, we got to roll.
Well,
awesome.
Thanks for jumping on this, guys.
Well,
Appreciate
gentlemen,
it.
thanks so much.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll
Congratulations and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Hive life.
Merry Christmas.
I'll see you a little bit.
Ian, we'll see you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
Whew. It's almost 9, almost 10.
I know. We got to get, and we've never, well, not never, we've gone over a couple times, but yeah, we got to, this next person here, and I'm going to have to keep these little, intros short, Greg, but this next person here, we met up at his place.
Mm-hmm.
And we had, what was it, like the first annual, what was it called?
I believe, if it's what I'm thinking, it was the first ever BBQ.
Boom.
There he is.
What?
Back from the safari, the one and only Jason Crook.
Hi, Jason.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Can you hear
So
me okay?
Jason was the first, I think, official guest we had, and on that night I think that's the night we coined the term Stream Team. We mentioned a couple times, but that night we just decided. I think Jason was a part of that, like right when we started that video, and we've been rocking and rolling ever since. And we had Jason on just a couple of weeks ago, didn't we, Jason? And we had a really nice discussion. That was a great chat that night, and so we appreciate all you've done for the Stream Team and for our chat here and for beekeepers all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, I'm humbled to be on here because, it was this time around last year, like you said, when you started this all, and to see all the people that were just before me in this stream. I've been watching since 8:01, and it's amazing. I watch them, right? I watch them on YouTube. I learn from them, and it's crazy to be on here and just, sharing my experiences and being on the Stream Team. So it's very cool. I'm excited. And I can't do this. I cannot do this.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
better.
okay. Yeah.
That
He's
is
not
better.
here. You're not going to lose your hat. I thought you were afraid you're going to lose your hat. So you had to put on
I was
the
going to lose my hat. Yappy wasn't anywhere, was he?
Yeah.
Yappy couldn't make it. So we're safe. Your hat is safe.
Yeah. Hey, I know you said there's going to be a Bohemia Bees, a gift box and that, but before we get to all that, buddy, I'm looking right over your left shoulder and I see something there. I see something that's got it's a green, you can see a little bit of a green sticker. Oh, I love seeing it. So we'll talk about that. You can bring that up if you want, but that's the project, and I love seeing it.
I can if but I don't want to take too much time. You guys have so many people on here, and you tell me if I'm able to do it. I'll definitely talk about it, but I want to make sure you guys have the time to get your people through.
Let me while we have that up, let me everybody type in and I don't even know what all he's going to throw into this gift box, but type in hashtag Bohemia and to be entered into this. Let's see what's in the. Look at this. Here, hang on.
It's a mystery box.
There's a pound of honey. There's a Bohemia Bee sticker, and look, a lighthouse candle specifically for Mr. Burns.
Clever.
Look at
Very
that.
nice.
Clever. And I'm gonna throw in what we're gonna talk about if you let me.
Yeah.
What is that?
Wow.
What in the world is that brand new piece of beekeeping equipment that no one's ever seen and saw here first?
You saw it here first. So this is something that Brian and I have been working on for the better part of, I don't know how many months now, since probably before the BBQ.
Yeah.
And I had an idea that I wanted to pitch, and Kamon said something about it in the beginning of the stream. He said he loves how this community comes together and innovates, beekeepers innovating for other beekeepers, finding problems, trying to solve them, and then just running with it, right? And so I had an idea that I was trying to kind of put on paper, and I really couldn't think of a way to execute it. And this man up in the corner up there, I can't even point. I don't know how you guys do that. Whatever. The man over there said, I can help you out with some 3D printing. I said, let's do that. So I put the idea on paper, and it came to fruition. And to kind of speed it up, it's called the Queen Right Dial. All of us have had bricks, tags, marking tape on our hives. And now you can have a Queen Right dial that says if your hive is Queen Right, if your hive is virgin, if your hive is not Queen Right, even if you have swarm cells or supersedure cells in your hive, it allows you to do that. It attaches to your hive. It's weatherproof, weather resistant, and you get 2 of them. You see right here. You can see that in the screen in the starter package. So, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it. Like I said, if you go to queenrightdial.com, you'll read about it. I'll have them launching at Hive Life. So we're going to be producing them and putting them and packaging them and selling them at Hive Life. The first one will go out in this gift package, so you may get it before Hive Life. We'll put the first one in.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great Bohemia box there, Jason.
Thank you, sir. That's definitely designed to look like a box.
Jason, I am. Yeah, you have no idea how excited I am to just see people's reactions down at the conference for those dials. So, but
cool.
172, 173 on here. So
let's do it.
I'm hitting it. Let's see who it is.
And the winner is
Cook's Regenerative. Wow. And
how ironic is that? My last name is Crook, but it's Cook's Regenerative Agriculture.
And I love the Regen Ag line there. That's cool.
Very cool.
Awesome. So let me type this in and so Cook's Regenerative Agriculture, email me, and I'll type in my email address, and we'll just have to verify some things, and we will get you, I'll get Jason that info, and we will get you that box. So Jason, that's awesome. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, very good. And I appreciate all you guys are doing, what you've done for this community. It's amazing. It's amazing how you continue to keep bringing people together. And I actually have something that I thought about. Everybody said that the internet or the community is getting smaller, or getting, I guess maybe because you're thinking it's getting more close knit and we're working together. I actually think that the community is getting bigger. People are coming and seeing and stumbling on my channel, your channel, Bruce's and Greg's channels, and everybody else's channel who never really thought about getting into beekeeping or getting part of beekeeping. And even if they're not, making a business out of it, and it's a hobby, or they're just interested. I have so many people that follow my channel that are just interested people, right? So that's what's cool about it. And I think the community is getting bigger. I
think the internet's getting bigger, the reach is bigger, but the community is becoming more, I guess there was connectivity. So
you're right.
It's easier, it's easier to get it connected with people. So I guess that's what you mean by that.
No, I know that's what you meant. And I didn't want to.
It's within reach. And I thought the same thing though. Like internet's getting better, but the reach is smaller. It's easier to reach people, I guess would be what you're thinking. But I agree with you 100%. Awesome. Thanks, Jason.
Well, good. Thank you, guys. Get back to your stream. I'm still tired from my stream from months ago. So you guys got a long way to go. So enjoy the accolades. It's 1 year. Congratulations. Let's keep going more in the future. I want to see you guys 5 years from now, like someone said earlier. So very cool.
Jason, thanks
again.
much.
Thanks for being a part of it, Jason.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh man, look at this. Whew. 2 hours, 3 minutes.
Has it been 2 hours already?
Yes.
It has.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for everyone who's been tuning in, not only to all of our channels individually, but checking out all the Stream Team chats. That's really awesome. We appreciate all the cooperation, participation on every single chat, and especially tonight to celebrate the 1 year anniversary. There's still a lot of giveaways left and a lot of great guests. Brian, where are we going to next?
I tell you, we got one more guest sitting down in there, and I know we have a bunch of other giveaways, and there's some videos and things that we got to play. So let me do this. Well, let's do one video, and then we're going to bring in this other guest. So let's see here. Let's see what this video here shows us.
Cue the Barry Manilow. Looks like you made it, guys. You guys should give yourself a big pat on the back. 1 year of doing live streams, it's quite a commitment, especially as long as the live streams are that you guys do. You guys have been doing a pretty good job, and you should be real proud of yourself. I've noticed over the last year of you guys doing live streams how the beekeeping community here on YouTube has kind of came more together, and I think that's a really good thing, and you guys should be really proud of that. So keep doing what you're doing, and keep it real, guys, like you've been doing. And I think great things will happen with your live streams, as I've seen over the last year. So keep it up, guys. Huge pat on the back. And Ladybug's pretty proud of you too, but she's not a big fan of Barry Manilow, so she didn't really want to be involved in this. I don't know. I understand. I'm not a big Barry Manilow fan myself, but it does seem appropriate because you made it, guys. Good job. Keep it up, and don't let nothing slow you down. Congratulations, guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh man,
that was a great video check-in. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, look at that right there. Ladybug rocks.
I'm trying to think what Barry Manilow song you might be talking about.
I don't know.
Is there one like You Finally Made It or something like that? Is there one of those? I don't know.
I keep thinking of that one lady country singer. Looks like we made it.
I don't even want to go and like binge listen to Barry Manilow to find out. Oh man. Well, we got to bring in this next guest here. And what I remember, I think one of the first things that I saw from this next guest, there were these, I don't even know how tall they were. How big are hives, Bruce?
I don't know, but they were tall, but he might just be from Alabama, right? This guy or not?
Nah, we don't want to talk about Alabama.
Who? Oh, hey, Bruce, I got a joke for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide who?
Exactly.
I fell right into that one. Yes, I sure did.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding.
Bill
Bruce.
and
Where am I?
Miracle Apiaries, thank you so much, man. So
Man,
we got to bring in Randall.
He's from
Mr.
Alabama.
Carter.
He's from Alabama. I told you, Alabama.
Greetings. It's glad to see y'all this evening.
They do it big. We do it big in Alabama, right, Randall?
That's exactly right. We do.
Big
Roll Tide.
hives.
Man.
Roll Tide. That's right.
Yeah.
We just thought we'd let some other teams have a chance this year, but they said today Saban's #1 in the nation again in recruiting so far. So we're just quietly going about doing our thing down here.
Right.
Absolutely resting up for the team's resting up for next year, so they're going to make their comeback next year.
I hope so. We'll see. Man, how you doing? It's been a while. You doing good?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good down here. Just getting ready for this unusually cold blast coming in tomorrow night. So
yeah, it's going to be kind of crazy.
Well, I want to say congratulations and happy anniversary on and what y'all do is tremendous for the beekeeping community. It's certainly y'all's videos, along with some of the others I watch, has made a tremendous difference for me. And even though I've been doing it I'm fixing to start my 17th year. The last 2.5 years I've been able to access YouTube here has made a tremendous difference in my operation.
Yeah, I remember you sent me when I first heard about you, honestly, I guess it was maybe almost a year ago, I guess, when you sent me a video about the basket catch for swarms. And I had my bucket technique, and you sent me a video about how you did that. You call it the scoop and score, isn't that what you call it?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And that was a fun video with using a wire trash can, right? Trash
it's a metal mesh garbage can, and what a friend of mine discovered by accident. He was actually the first person I ever mentored. And he tried this trying to save weight, but what he quickly figured out is the bees are just attracted to it. And even you can just attach it to a pole that's real light, and you can stand on the ground and catch a swarm 25 foot easily.
Yeah.
Rack the bees in there and let it stand on the tree for a few minutes. The bees will actually come and settle on that basket, and you can just ease it down and dump it in your hive. It works very well.
So if you haven't seen that video by Randall, go watch it. And that's when I watched that video, I knew Randall, and I've watched your channel kind of grow over the year, and just, you just got some good basic information, and it works well. And you remind me in a lot of ways of kind of Gus Mitchell, just kind of doing things your way, but they work. And you've definitely got some ideas and some things you do. And one thing that I picked up from, I think I got the idea from you first. I know Gus utilizes it and some other people, but was staggering your hives, the honey boxes to allow ventilation. And I did that this year, and it worked really well. And so that's a tip I got from you. I know you and Gus both do that, and some different people out there. So anyway, just great stuff, man. And you're just good, basic, bare bones beekeeping stuff that works for you. And we appreciate you joining us that evening, and for the chat we had with you and the friendship we've developed.
Well, I certainly appreciate it, and enjoyed the opportunity to do that back then. And I'm not trying to do an instructional. I'm kind of just sharing what I do, and if you can get benefit from it, then great. But also some local people are in my area that I do help out. I kind of make this for them to help them out as well. But obviously a lot more people, started following me rather than a couple hundred. And I think I got about 1,600 subscribers now.
Wow, that's awesome.
Much bigger than I ever thought it would get. So I'm quite honored and humbled by it, for sure.
That's awesome.
Well, great, Randall. Yeah. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you taking the time and joining in. So we'll definitely have to have you on again. So.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it, and I appreciate the honor of being on here tonight. And I'd like to say Merry Christmas to everybody out there, and thank y'all for tuning in.
You too, Randall. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Roll Tide. Merry Christmas and Roll Tide.
Well, y'all take care, and we'll catch you next time.
We'll see you, man.
See you, Randall.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Bruce, Merry Christmas and Roll Tide. They do not go together.
That's like saying Die Hard's a Christmas movie. It just doesn't belong.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Gosh. Let's see here.
It is kind of true. It is, what who we got here?
What do we got here? What do we got here?
That looks like old Houston Shelton.
There we go.
Hello, Stream Team. Congratulations, fellas. Awesome achievement. 1 year streaming. So congratulations on that, guys. Looking forward to seeing what you guys do tonight. Stream. Very excited. Thanks also for letting Hillbilly Hives Live be part of this. Enjoy your celebration. Just want to say thanks for all the information. We revise that good information that you fellas put out. There's a ton of beekeepers. It really helped the community grow stronger. So awesome job on that. Just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And thanks, guys, for having me on.
Great. That's cool.
He's a great guy. I've had the honor and shaking his hand, and also working some bees with him. He came up and got some packaged bees, and then helped me shake some in here at the learning yard. So it's great to be able to take a relationship past just knowing somebody online. But I've known Houston now for several years, and it's always great meeting him. He's a good, genuine, authentic guy. Doesn't care what you think about the way he does things. He just shares what he's doing, and I love that about him. So keep up the good work, Houston.
Absolutely. Uh-oh, Brian, you're muted.
Where's Mike Berry? We need a how-to stream team 1 year anniversary. Brian.
Man, Brian, you were just carrying on a conversation there, man. You were just talking.
It was probably really good.
I was just gonna say, we played one video. I think looking back at all of the videos that we've had, that when people submit in a little video question, there's one that always stands out for me.
There was one that just absolutely sticks out. Like it just rolled over. It just
classic.
It was classic. It dominated. It was just like
right over things.
It just rolled its competition.
It could roll over just about anything.
What do we have here?
What do we have here?
I don't know. What is this?
Is that Bertha?
Oh,
looky there. Wow, look at that. Oh, great shot. That's cool.
Hey guys, this is Keith at Half Tracks and Honeybees. First off, I want to thank y'all for letting me be a part of your anniversary special. It's really amazing. This all started about a year ago. You guys had your first stream, and then we had the Hive Life in Tennessee, and everything just exploded. Myself as well as many others, we thank you guys for what you've done to help our passion. You've turned a lot of us from beehavers into beekeepers. You guys, as well as a lot of the other YouTubers that have joined this community and have been a part of it, and it's meant so much to all of us. But things are kind of quiet here in the eastern foothills of North Carolina right now. We've been working on boxes and frames. The girls are out flying today. It's a pretty day. It's been raining for about a week, but looking forward to seeing all y'all, as well as all of your viewers at Hive Live in January. Not too far off now. But once again, guys, just congratulations for the 1 year anniversary. It's been an amazing trip, and thank you for letting me be a part of it. Good luck to you guys, the team, as well as your individual channels. You've taught us a lot. Anyway, let you get back to your show tonight. Hope all y'all have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. See ya in a few days.
Y'all already know you're going to see a video coming up of me riding in that thing. I got to go see that thing.
That's awesome.
That is probably the best bee mobile I ever did see. Look at that thing.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks a lot for being a part of it, Keith. Thank you.
That is amazing right there. That really
That's
is
super
amazing.
cool.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, we're going to get to. We were going to have this next person was going to join in. Something popped up at the last minute, and they were not able to join in. But we do have a message from this person, so I want to get to. Let's see here. Here we go. Who is this that we see here?
Oh, we got Jose.
We got Jose.
Hi, Jose.
And he can't say hi back, Greg. We're just
If you
looking
hit
at
play,
the
it would be almost like he.
okay, all right. Hey, Jose, how are you?
Hey guys, what's going on? Jose, the California Beekeeper Stream Team. What's going on, fellas? Bruce, Brian, and Greg. Congratulations on that 1 year anniversary. Really appreciate what you guys do for the community. You guys really have brought a lot of folks together, helped out a lot of people. And as a token of our appreciation here in California, we wanted to send or donate 4 queens for you guys for your guys' giveaway. That's 4 queens. It'll be in 2023 season. The date will be announced. We're thinking around May. So all you have to do is hashtag the California Beekeeper. And if you don't win, go check us out, the www.thecaliforniabeekeeper.com. We already opened up queen cells. We do sell out fast, so you don't want to miss out. Another thing is I hope that you guys are all having a great holiday season. Don't forget to hug your loved ones and appreciate everything that's going on around us. Love today, word of tomorrow, and wish I could be here on this live. We are going on a Christmas tree lighting tour, so we're excited. Sorry I'm missing this, but you guys are awesome. Keep up the hard work. Bruce, Brian, and Greg, we'll see you guys on the next one. Brian will get that information to me, and we will go from there. And am I forgetting anything? No. Have a great day. Rock and roll.
Man, he's just the
Awesome.
definition of cool right there, Jose.
Awesome. Oh yeah. So go ahead, like Jose said. Let me bring that in. So hashtag California Beekeeper. I'll get that information from you, and then I'll communicate to Jose. And you'll get.
Hey, for those who put in the California Beekeeper, go back in and put in just California Beekeeper.
Yeah, exactly like what it shows on the screen. Just hashtag California Beekeeper. So, let me see here. Oh, Look at this. What we said we were going to be done at what, 10:20?
Well, that was the plan, but we're not. Listen, before we got on, I said let's take bets and see who thinks what time we get off of here. But we're getting there. We're making some good time. We're getting there. We're a little behind, but not too bad.
No, we're picking up. So yeah, 122 now on this one here. Let's see. Let's give it a couple more seconds, and 134 it jumped to. Let's see.
147.
147.
Sometimes it seems like it goes so fast it can't keep up.
Yeah, 153. When do we spin it? You guys tell me. 156. It's slow.
Hit it.
57. I'm hitting it.
There we go.
All right, let's see here. And I tell you what, his queens are. If I don't get queens from Mr. Burns, look at this, Tony West Bees. I get them from this guy right here. So let me write this down. So Tony West, email me, and again, I'll plug it in the stream. Tony West Bees. So email me, and I'll put it in. So it's right in there. Tony West Bees, email me, brian.coper@gmail. And, I'll get your information. I'll get you in touch with Jose. And you got 4 queens. So that's awesome. Yeah. Awesome.
Good stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's next, Brian?
Let's see.
Do we have some other videos, or where are we at on that?
We do.
55.
I know. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. What's this video?
Hey everybody, John with HillCo here. I am here to congratulate the Stream Team on 1 year of streaming. Your 1 year anniversary. Guys, you are killing it. Bruce, Greg, Brian, you guys are an awful lot of fun. It's a blast to watch your videos. You guys are doing a fantastic job helping to build and support the beekeeping community with great content, great videos, great contributors, except for when you have me on, of course. Otherwise, all your other contributors, all your other guests are great guys, smart guys, really contributing to the cause. I'm just taking up oxygen. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a real honor and a privilege to be on your chats a few times this past year. The most memorable, of course, being the time that Greg dared me to drink straight Hive Alive on camera, which, of course, was interesting for sure, and a taste that stayed in my mouth for a long time. So anyway, but guys, once again, thanks so much for what you're doing for the community. Congratulations again on a job well done. You guys are killing it, putting out great content, lots and lots of fun. Keep it up, guys. Here's to another great year. See you guys at Hive Life, and Merry Christmas.
Wow. Thank you, John. So everybody, I want to share here. We have let's see here. Where is it? Here's the tool. #HillCo. There's going to be 2. So John has, been awesome. We have a $150 HillCo gift certificate and a $100 HillCo gift certificate. So we're going to go ahead and spin this twice for HillCo. So everybody comment in #HillCo for a chance. The very first one will get the $150, and then the second one will get the $100. So #HillCo. Are we going to come up for air here in a second?
You're doing great, Brian. Keep up the good work. I'm gonna buy that a coffee though. Actually, I got like 2 swigs, and that's it.
2 swigs. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there.
We really are.
Yeah. I figured that we would run long tonight, but I mean, it's okay. We do this once a year, so And like Fred said before, there's only 3 people that watch. So
right.
So let's see here. 178 now on this one. Whew. Wow.
Well, Brian, we have a couple of videos I think to play, don't we? After this next giveaway,
we do. Yeah.
Well, thanks, John and family, everyone at HillCo for their generous contributions, not only to this cast, but for several other in the past. They've been a huge part of the community. They're doing a great job. We appreciate working with them. The winner, Mike Conley.
Mike Conley. So Mike Conley, you got the $150 HillCo gift certificate. So congratulations on that. I'll throw my email out there again and just email me. I'll have to verify some stuff, like I said. But Mike, congratulations. So
congratulations, Mike.
Yeah, let's spin it. Let's see who gets the $100. Oh my gosh, look at this. Lazy Acres Homestead. I know them. So Glenn, April, congrats. So I know how to get a hold of them. Wow, that's awesome.
Thanks, HillCo. Thanks, John.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Congratulations, Lazy Acres.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So let's see here. You Greg, you said a video?
I'm just feeling like there's a video. I'm just feeling like there's a video. Is there a video, Brian?
There is a video.
Hey, Stream Teamers. Josh Hager here with Bearded Bee Works. I just want to say that it's an honor and a privilege to be here and talking with you all tonight as we celebrate the Stream Team's 1-year anniversary. Man, this is a great group of guys and a great community. This all started, after Hive Life last year. Great community came together through the Hive Life conference, but man, these guys have just taken it to a whole new level. This group of guys has a little bit of something for just about everybody. Brian, he's on the hobbyist level and does some cool stuff on that level. And he's is awesome with all this IT stuff to put these streams together. And it's beyond my comprehension. Bruce, he's on the sideliner level. Sent some bees out to California this past year. Man, that was awesome. He launched a new website, so he's growing. That's really cool. Congratulations, Bruce. Greg, Greg's on that commercial level, has his, his nukes and his packages, and he produces queens and has his learning yard. And he's really doing some cool stuff as well and helping a lot of people out. So this is just a great group of guys that's got a little bit of something for just about everybody. No matter where you're at in beekeeping, you can relate to this group. And we really appreciate what they do for us. They are such an inspiration and have a very uplifting spirit. And we just appreciate that. They don't even forget the little guys like me. So we appreciate that, guys. And congratulations on your 1 year.
That was cool.
Thanks,
awesome.
Josh from Bearded Bee Works. I think one of the greatest rewards of the time that we put into this is to just be able to say we can call folks like Josh a friend, know that they're out there doing good, putting out good information, always doing what's right. That's a big deal. And so I really do appreciate Josh, everyone there at Bearded Bee Works. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the Bearded Bee Works YouTube channel and get to know Josh and that magnificent beard even more.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say about that. It just puts whatever I've grown to shame. Yeah.
Mine goes out. I could probably get it that long, but it goes this way. It looks like a beaver. It just looks ridiculous,
Huh. That's interesting. Oh,
wow.
Look at this.
Now you know.
There you go.
Ordered 2 packages from Greg and Nick some nice 2 days ago.
Awesome.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
From really
Virginia.
appreciate that. Well, we're going to make it, one thing that we do when folks pick up packages, we're available. We're there for questions. Even on package pickup days, we're doing live how to put those packages in demonstrations. So we really want to make it worthwhile when folks do drive. Folks drive from all over the country to come pick up bees. We want to make sure that they're getting their money's worth. It's awesome. It means a lot that folks travel that far to pick up bees. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing you. And I really do appreciate your package order. So thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do we have next?
Do we have another video from somebody else?
we do. Let's see here.
Bruce, how did you know that? I mean,
it's magic.
It's like this thing's been.
Yes.
Look at that.
There he
I know
is.
that fella.
Look at this.
Hey, Stream Team. Thomas here for Art Farm. I just thought I'd pop in real quick to wish you all a happy first anniversary of the Stream Team. I think you guys started out just about a year ago, right before, 2-3 weeks before Hive Life, which was actually pretty fortuitous, I think. And since then, you guys have been just a weekly event in many beekeepers' lives. I try to hit as many of them as I can. I know I miss a few here and there because life But anyway, I'm just out here in the bee barn today. Since it's December, I'm starting to prepare for spring, as we do. And I just thought I would drop in and tell you guys, a couple of things, or maybe just one thing that that you guys have meant to me over the past year. I've caught most of your chats, and I think the number one thing that I get from the stream team is that sense of community. A lot of us are out. I've got 10 acres of land. I'm out in the country, so I don't have I didn't even know where the nearest beekeeper to me is. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 miles away, but I don't even know them. And bringing everybody together like you guys do on a weekly basis is just a great community. The beekeepers that I could name some off, but I would miss some, and then I'd feel bad. But especially Greg, Brian, Bruce, you guys being a weekly fixture in many of our lives has just been really cool. I think it's a neat thing, and I'm glad you guys are taking the time to do it. I know it's a big commitment, and you're doing what, 2-3 hours some nights, at least 2 hours once a week, and there's prep and there's a lot of coordination that I think a lot of people don't realize go on behind the scenes. So thank you to you guys, and just keep it up. It's been a great thing. So yeah, community I think is the number one thing that I've gotten from you guys. The questions and answers and the information certainly has been wonderful. But just to know that I've got resources out there, or there's people, like-minded people who care about these bugs in a box. And so thank you for that, and keep it up. And we'll see you guys at Hive Life. Have a good one.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thomas, if you're watching, and I think I saw him in here, he's on a different channel.
Oak Hollow Garage.
See?
If you're looking for cool automotive, cool car stuff, check out Oak Hollow Garage and Free Range Art Farm. Him and Lulu do a great job just sharing what they're doing on the homestead there. And it's great having them both a part of this community.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So, yeah,
we've got a lot done. I mean, we're a little behind, but not as bad as we could have been, for sure.
I know. We got there's another day of the week where another stream takes place. So we saw what this hillbilly crew, and then we have
Thursday nights, right?
Thursday
night,
yeah.
Hillbilly Lives.
We got a show on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Bob and Lee. So I wonder what let's see what those guys have to say. Let's see here. It almost looked professional.
Look at that. These guys are on point.
Yeah.
It's festive. Look, it's red in the background.
Hey, this is Bob Walker with Walker Bee Ranch.
Hey, it's Lee here with Kodiak Farm Bees.
And we just want to take a moment to congratulate you guys on your 1-year Stream Team anniversary. And we really appreciate you guys. We watch every episode. We're appreciative for the shorts or the nuggets.
Yeah,
the nuggets. And hashtag Brian20, because we know he's on his way to 20 plus columns. And the fact that you guys are a lighthouse in the beekeeping community and helping to spread knowledge and information. We really appreciate the fact that you guys participate in our streams on Tuesday nights.
Yeah. Y'all in the comments a lot of times, and sometimes y'all come in on the video too, and we want to thank y'all for that and helping out.
So again, guys, congratulations on your 1-year anniversary, and ours will be coming up soon. So
1 year, and before you know it, it'll be 10-year anniversary. We'll be celebrating, and hopefully it ain't gonna be but a couple more weeks, and we're gonna see all y'all at Hive Life also.
Congratulations, and keep up the good work.
Thank y'all.
Look at that. We had
that was cool. That was awesome.
We had like a custom video made just for us.
It almost makes a guy feel fancy.
I know.
Yeah. That feels weird, but thanks Bob and Lee for doing a great job. I appreciate what they do because they're just they're in their lane, they're working together, they're doing their thing, they're reaching people, they're moving things forward. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
and I appreciate seeing what they're doing. And I wish there was more time to always get on every chat and check those things out. But I appreciate when anyone takes the time to not only put information out there, but put themselves out there. So Bob and Lee, thanks for the collabs. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see here. I had another. Where did it go? Look at that.
Oh, goodness.
Huh.
There you go.
Hashtag Apimaye. There must be a big giveaway here, Brian.
Wow. So I tell you, everybody, I know there were, pretty much this is a crazy time of the year for everybody. Was hoping that they'd be able to join in, but, things popped up. So what Apimaye is doing for us is they're donating one of their 7-frame NUC setups. I'm super impressed by that thing. If you were at the conference last year, they had one on display. I have one in my apiary, and thanks to that there Mr. Burns, I have a colony in it that is still doing exceptionally well. So I have a 7-frame colony that is looking to possibly overwinter in Northeast Ohio. So, but comment in hashtag Apimaye, and you will win a Apimaye NUC setup. So
awesome.
Great products. I know. Well, I mean, we each have some Apimaye that we manage. Bruce, I know you have some. Greg, I've seen yours. So yeah, great products. So
yeah, they do well.
Yeah, let's see here. Where are we at? 170 already. Jeez, oh man.
They're neat. Sometimes we get too stuck into what we think a bee box should be, what a bee box should look like, what features a bee box should have. And so I always appreciate folks that are innovating and really pushing to do things a little bit different. And so we've enjoyed having the Apimaye in the learning yard for folks to see, here's what this is, here's what it looks like, here's what it feels like, here's what the bees do in it. And it's been a great learning opportunity.
Yeah. 181, what do you say?
Spin that wheel.
Let's see who gets it. I will say, like, for whoever gets this, there's a divider board on that thing, so you can run, Greg Miller, congrats.
Way to go, Greg Miller. Congratulations.
You could basically run 2 colonies, get them started in this thing. There's so much functionality in this NUC setup. Hopefully you'll just be amazed as much as what I was. So, Greg, I'll throw my email out there again.
Okay, thanks. I'll email you.
Email, and I'm tossing it right here. Awesome. Gosh, what do we, Mr. Burns,
Mr. Coper,
you mentioned something earlier.
Yes, they don't want to miss this.
Yeah,
we've got a couple more giveaways, I think, don't we?
We're getting close to the end. We got some big stuff coming up.
I got the first. Let's get folks warmed up on the giveaways just a little bit.
Okay.
What I'd like to give away is something truly unique that folks will be the very first to have. You first talk about swag bags. We want to send somebody a Nature's Image Farm swag bag that's going to have a jar of honey from Bruce, a jar of honey from Brian, a jar of honey from Nature's Image Farm, and 2 brand new products, not even on our website, that we will have at Hive Life. And the first one is, I actually had to borrow my wife's tonight because I've already lost my first one. It's somewhere. Coffee cups kind of disappear. But one of the first things that we're going to add inside of this, the Nature's Image Farm StreamTeam swag bag, is one of our brand new tumblers, laser engraved with our logo, and Be the Lighthouse. It's a great mug. It comes in purple, so you'll get to pick black, OD green, or purple. The other thing, you might have saw it in our most recent video, but we have some Hive tools with our logo and hashtag Be the Lighthouse. So we want you to have something cool, unique that no one's gotten a hold of yet. So we might throw some other goodies in there too. But in that bag will be one of the brand new Nature's Image Farm tumblers, the Hive tool, and the honey variety pack from the Stream Team. There'll be some other fun things in there too. A little way to say thanks for everyone. Eventually at naturesimagefarm.com, we'll have the Hive tools and the tumblers on there, so keep an eye out. But we're planning on bringing them to Hive Live Conference. Look forward to seeing folks there too.
Wow. Let's see here. There we go. All right, Mr. Burns, when do I spend 159, 163?
How about Susie's top bar hive? John Lawler. Oh man, I'm gonna get a video out on that thing because I just would not. There's so many things. This year has been a lesson, and to just don't have too many preconceived ideas because you will be humbled quickly.
Well,
I cannot believe the bees are doing so well in that top bar hive, and yes, they were package bees. It's amazing.
What everybody doesn't know is that there might be wax dipped top bar hives.
Brian, if Susie's listening, you're going to get me murdered, man.
175. I got to draw this.
Go ahead, spin it.
The vat that you would need to dip one of those.
I can dip that. I could go that big. Michelle Spillman, thank you. Let's see.
You got that, Greg?
Yep. Miss Michelle, just shoot me an email at naturesimagefarm.com. We'll make sure it's you.
Awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
Brian, we've got one big giveaway, kind of the big enchilada here. Do we have any other videos or anything else we need to, any housekeeping?
Any other giveaways or anything?
I think I've gone through all the videos. I think I have. I'm looking at my list, and there's just a bunch of scribbled lines now. So,
I know, Brian, you've been busy on your website, thecastlehives.com. What's new for thecastlehives.com? What you have on the website?
Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can pull it up. I've got now, so those that are wondering, so this was and I can say thank you to Rob because he kind of talked me through this, but the website that I have on here now, so those that are wondering, I do have some of the 3D printed hives on there. I've got, some honey, and then also the frames. What I'm doing with the frame holders, and it's actually these right here, is where, like, all the ones that I've done so far, they say Castle Hives. I have a customized set on here. So the customized frame holder, I'll basically communicate with you, and I will put whatever you want on there. So if, Bruce's Bees or Nature's Image Farm or whatever you want would make a great gift. If someone here is looking, get a customized set. So yeah, those things they're just awesome. But I've been working on this website a little bit. I threw a little Stream Team kind of tab on here so you can kind of keep up there. But check it out. It's thecastlehives.com. Really appreciate. I've had a few orders on there already. Kind of blows my mind, but yeah, I've got, and I even have a couple jars of, there's some chunk honey. So yeah, but if you're if you're looking for the hives, I've got them on there. I see Anil saying, can we pick a color? I do have a couple different colors, so we can talk about that. Miracle Apiaries, it's printed in PETG, so it's a really, really durable material, UV resistant, weather resistant. If you're wondering, I have used a set of the orange ones for 2 years. So it went through all of last season, all of this season. I use them here and there. They are durable. So, and I see here, there is one other. Look at that. Bob Swarm Lore. I got it on here. We're going to spin the wheel again.
Awesome.
But the website here, if you are wondering about those frame holders, they are like extremely durable. So yeah, but yeah, the website it's coming along. I mean, it's it's some work. I've never done anything like that before. It's I'm like Bruce knows. I mean, Bruce has his website and he's got his the Alabama honey on there. It's
Bruce. What do you sell on the brucesbees.com website?
Well, right now we just pretty much have honey and beeswax. I've got my standard plastic squeeze bottles. Also, we can send you some of the nice glass muth jars. That's how they say it on YouTube.
Ooh.
Muth or muth
Mm-hmm.
jars. And so we can get some of those sent out to you right there. If click on that on the left hand side there, Brian. So these are kind of some of our really nice. Scroll up and get the bigger ones. You can kind of see them better. But
make a great.
We put a lot of work into these. I actually put a video out where I showed how we did that, and it's kind of fun. It was a fun video. Go back and watch it, and we'd love to send you some if you'd like it. They're great gifts. The plastic squeeze bottles are just straight up if you just want the honey. Obviously, it's a little more affordable, but they're, if you want to try some Alabama honey out, that's fine. We also have some beeswax, and then we can send you, we're getting a little limited in the 5-gallon buckets, but we could even send you a 5-gallon bucket. And of course, the prices, shipping is included in that. So we can, my website is not as fancy yet as Brian's. I'm not good at this stuff. Rob has also helped me. And Rob is, I think he's, willing to consult with people on that a little bit. And, but he's helped me get this thing set up. And, but I do need to, I'm working on a few ideas on some products, but for now, this is what we have on there. And so, if you want some honey, hit me up. We'll send it to you anywhere in the country, continental U.S.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's see here. I have this written down. Let's see here. And is Bob, are you in here? I know Lee's in here. I just saw Lee. 2-ounce bottle and bullets. Those are the swarm lures. I don't need to catch any swarms because these people have these fantasy ideas that my apiary is going to expand. So, yeah, I don't want that to happen at all. But comment in, here we go. I'm just going to do this. #swarm, not bullets. I see Spanky saying #bullets. Let's throw in #swarm and ×3, he says. Okay. Bob, do you want me to, let's see here. Do you want me to do 3 separate people? You tell me. And if the comments are going by quick, I'll try and catch it in chat. If you need, Bob, hit me a text. But I'll try and see in chat. I see Rodney Middleton commenting #swarm. Rodney caught so many swarms last year, it was ridiculous.
What's the name of, where can folks find more of Bob's swarm?
Bob
juice, swarm lure.
Let's see here. Where's the site? Where is the site?
Bob, if you're in here, throw us a comment on where folks can find your product.
I've got it on. It actually pulled up on Jason's website, Bohemia Apiary. Let me share that. So there it is, right there. I like the dude there. And and it looks like there is a Hive Life special going on right now. So
cool.
$24. Yeah, that's awesome there. So 2-ounce spray bottle. But let me know. Gosh, I know I missed it. The website. Matt got it. Matt, thank you. You're awesome. Let's see here. And I just got a text. So I wonder if it's Bob. ×3. Okay. Jason time. Okay. So I'll do 3 different spins. Let's see here. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. Boom. 174. So let's spin the first one. So number 1. And Bob, I don't need any of this because I do not want any more colonies.
Maggie Lawler. I know Maggie Lawler. She's local,
Okay.
her and John. So that's great. Congratulations.
Awesome. Maggie, congrats. Greg, you know how to get in touch with Maggie.
I would say does Bob have an email he wants these folks to reach out to him or to you? Whoever the next 2 people are, you might as well just make it the same contact for all 3.
It's the bullets and a 2-ounce bottle to each. Awesome. Bob, thank you so much, man. So let me spin again. Some Maggie Lawler. Let's see who's getting another one. Let's see here. Mark Miller. I'll throw my email out there. There's, I think, Bob. Oh, there we go. Yep. So
okay. Email Bob.
Yep. Email Bob. So rwalker2016@gmail.com. And he can hook you up there. So let's see here. Yeah, he got it. Awesome. Bob, thank you. Yeah, Matt, thank you for throwing it up there. Tom Adams, awesome. I love that picture on there. What the heck is that? What is that?
Is that a guy kung fuing a McDonald's drink cup?
I was thinking it was like a slab of bacon is the first thing I thought of.
Bacon does sound pretty good.
Doesn't that look like a big slab of bacon? Tom Adams, what is that? Oh my God. That's awesome. Hey, Bob, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you doing that for the community here. So yeah, and Bob and Lee, thank you for the video and all that stuff again. So yeah, he says it's bacon. Oh my gosh.
Matt Kirkland says ShamWow, #ShamWow.
#ShamWow guy. Oh my God. That's awesome. All right. So
we're nearly 3 hours in. We were all dead wrong. We thought we were going to be able to stay on point. And the fact of the matter is we've had so many great guests, so many great giveaways that you just want to keep talking. And a lot of these folks we have spent a lot longer talking with. So it's hard to cut things short to keep them moving. But we really tried to keep things moving. Just as a little way to say thank you, we just wanted to bring in all the folks who helped make this year special. For all of us individually, but for all of us as a community. I think we said it all night long. One of the great things is to be able to not only collaborate with folks, but it's an absolute joy to call so many of the folks that we collaborate with a friend. We've been able to break bread. We've been able to work bees. We've been able to just build a meaningful relationship where the bees were the conduit to the people. That is just truly amazing. A year ago, I would just, it would be hard to say, our channels have all grown this much. We all have now built these kind of relationships. It's just been an amazing journey with us all. I've enjoyed walking down the road with both of you, Bruce and Brian, at my side as I walk my road, and then us as you walk your road too. It's one of the greatest gifts in life is to be able to call somebody a friend. And Brian and Bruce, I consider you both good friends. So it's been an absolute honor to be a part of your journey and to know you fellas. So I want to thank you guys for that.
Yeah,
Greg, thank you.
Equal. Same here. And we've had a lot of people in tonight, but there are even a few that popped on or were on that didn't make it tonight or weren't able to make it So we just appreciate everyone, both who have joined us actually on the stream and all those in the comments and all those who have shared, anything about what we're doing in this Hive Life movement, the Stream Team. Just thanks for this community, for all that you do, and for just being a part of this whole thing. And I don't see it. I see it just growing and continuing to move forward. And there's just a movement going on out there, guys, and I'm glad we're a part of it. It's just kind of fun. I feel like I'm a very small part of it, but a part of it nonetheless. And it's just everybody on here is a part of that movement right now to help just improve beekeeping. But like you say, Greg, the bees are the conduit to the people. So it's really about the people. The bees we all love the bees, and that's what brings us all together. But it's really about establishing a community of people. It's been awesome.
24-hour stream. We do not have Lee and Bob's
No.
strength. We just don't have those superpowers. Maybe we need to have a swarm rustler chugging contest to see if that would give us what we need to.
Well, let
to
them
get-
do that on theirs. They can do that.
Yeah. I
Oh,
can't
man.
even possibly, because even when like John mentioned, drinking Hive Alive, I had PTSD. So I've been there, done that, and yeah, I don't want to do that again. Not drinking anything. So, Mr. Burns, what?
I think we're kind of at that point, Brian. We've been kind of teasing it for weeks. Yeah, this 1 year anniversary show is just a way that we can pay it back and thank folks for being a part of our journey, being a part of our channels, being a part of each other's lives is a big deal. It really does mean a lot to us. One of the ways that we wanted to give back and say thank you is tonight we're offering here as the giveaway a complete assembled wax dipped hive kit featuring the brand new Premier Bee products, Pura hive bodies, the frames, the Pura Cell foundation, bottom board, top, bucket feeder, you name it. If you go to our website, naturesimagefarm.com, you can see those very wax dipped kits. We have those on sale right now for Hive Life pickup for $300. But we also offer something special here for local pickup with the farm. Folks ask us which is better, a package, a NUC, or they might be interested in getting queens from us. One thing that we offer this year is starter kits, where it is the complete wax dipped hive kit with those Pura hive bodies and the frames and the Pura Cell foundation. But we're offering with the bees already installed. So all you'll do is pick up the boxes. The bees will already be installed. They'll be secured. You take them home. You open them up, you're good to go. As they grow, you just stack a box. Some folks are at different levels when they get started. Some folks aren't comfortable installing the package. Some folks don't know what to do, or they don't feel like they know what to do to move from a NUC box to their home. Just a very small way for the right people, just to make it a little bit easier for them. So that is the wax dipped Pura hive kits. But what we want to give away tonight is that wax dipped hive kit assembled, all the Pura equipment. But it's going to be special. It's going to be laser engraved with StreamTeam, Bruce's Bees, Castle Hives, and Nature's Image Farm. It's going to be a truly unique, one-of-a-kind box. It's not even available anywhere. But we wanted to say thank you for all you folks for stepping up, for supporting us. To make it even sweeter, we're actually going to add bees. That system will come with bees installed. So if you're interested in that, if you want to check out naturesimagefarm.com, you can go check out the packages that are available. Queens, you can see exactly what you're getting into as far as the wax dipped hive kit with the bees. Hashtag Pura Hive. That's going to be, of course, local pickup only. We can't and won't be shipping assembled hives with bees in it. You want to drive out to Zanesville, Ohio, we'd love to shake your hand, talk with you, get to know you, and then hand you in person this complete assembled wax dipped Pura hive kit with Nature's Image Farm bees. Hashtag Pura Hive if that's something that you're interested in.
Yeah, and key there, what Greg said, local. So he can't possibly, if you think of this complete hive setup, there's no way to ship a complete hive with bees in it. So, but yeah, this is, I don't want to give the thing away. I want it for myself because I've been sitting here staring at my logo.
Listen, if I was in Alabama and if I won this thing, I'd drive up there and get the darn thing and drive it back down here. I'm excited about this. It's worth it. I would be willing to make the drive. So you say, but you do need to make the drive. Be willing to and commit to make the drive if you win this thing.
Yeah, Greg, I will for this one here. I'll spin 2, and that way there will be a backup.
That'll work.
Yeah, so if the first person for some odd reason, if it falls through and they're unable to, I'll spin a backup. So the backup person, it's almost like a Hive Life, you're in the waiting list. So, yeah, I'll spin 2 for this one. So 153 people willing to drive, 154 willing to drive to
Yeah, we've had people say they're from Texas and they drive up and get it. So
yeah,
I think people are probably serious about this.
Yeah, 155.
What's going to be fun about it is maybe we'll do it on a learning yard day. Maybe Brian will be down
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to Skype. We'll have to get Bruce in on a video call there. But when you come pick it up, we'll definitely make it special. There'll be there's always so much to learn from each other, but to just take this community one step further, to go past, hey, this is a name that I see on a comment. Hey, this is another person that I see on the internet, to actually shake their hand, look them in the eye, talk with them, get to know them, and lucky enough to call them a friend. That's a big deal. That's the old time way, and I think it's important to keep those things alive.
Awesome. Here we go.
Oh my
God! All right, the big spin. Here we go.
Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Wayne.
Awesome.
Clunder. All right.
Okay. Look at RPB Works. It's only a 19-hour, 1,200-mile drive. Wayne, congrats.
Wayne, shoot me an email, nature'simagefarm.com. For some reason, if that's not going to work out for you, we're going to go ahead and spin a backup.
And the backup should be somebody from Hawaii.
Adam Strickland.
Okay. Congrats, Wayne. Adam, if for some odd reason, that does not work out, then guess what, buddy? It's going to go down to you. So, yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited to see it. I mean, I know what those Pura Hive bodies look like, but to see one with all of our logos and that on it,
it's going to be cool.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to know more about what the Pura Hive is, you can go to our YouTube channel at Nature's Image Farm. I recently put out a video called Pura Hive and the Honor Hunt, where I sit down with the founder, Jeff Johnson, after he gave me a tour of the factory and we did some pheasant hunting. We sat down and got to know exactly what is new about these boxes. And it was a lot of fun to spend time with all the folks at Premier, to see all the products being built, spend time in the field. But to actually get to see these boxes and how they're manufactured was awesome. I was fortunate enough that they used me as a test site. They sent me boxes at the very beginning of the year that we've ran all year long. We've thrown them around, we've stacked them up, we've put bees in them, we've taken bees out. They are truly a one-of-a-kind box. They were thinking outside of the box, literally, to do this. When they're using really fine dovetail cabinet-grade joinery. It's got a much beefier, reinforced frame rest, so the chances of you cracking that off are far less now with this new design. One of the great things about them is the handholds. For folks with just huge hands, or just if you wear gloves, sometimes the handles on the box, there's just not quite enough meat there to pick them up, move them around, throw them around. These have a much bigger handle. They're just a lot of fun to pick up, to use. They're beautiful. What's important to think too is we are big proponents of wax dipping equipment. It lasts for decades. But let's say you paint them or you leave them natural or you use whatever choice finish you have. One of the first places boxes rot is where any end grain is exposed. What's great about these Pura Hive bodies, with that dovetail joinery, there is 25% less end grain exposed than a standard box joint. That's a big deal. And so it's really neat to see a box that is built strong, it's built tough, it's built to reinforce, it's built for the long haul beekeeper. And so we're honored to have those available at our shop here at Nature's Image Farm. They're offering right now pre-sale for Hive Life for pickup. We'll also have those available in our shop all year long at Nature's Image Farm. So it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to bring some of these products to our local community. Also, folks at Hive Life. So if you are going to Hive Life, we do have specials right now. We have our 1 and 2 gallon bucket feeders that are on sale for Hive Life pickup. Also, the bucket feeder plugs that we have been shipping for years and years and years, as well as the buckets. Those are also on sale on our website. There's a couple other odd and end things. There's some cases of Hive Alive fondant. There is the complete wax dipped Pura Hive kits. Those are also available too. We're going to have to close our pre-orders down before too much longer so we can make sure we get everything packed accordingly. So if you're going to be at Hive Life, definitely stop at the Nature's Image Farm booth, say hi. But what's cool about it is we're going to set up a collaboration corner like we did last year. But we're going to have the stream team. The stream team is going to be set up there too, to take video, to take content, do some collab videos with you guys too. Don't be shy or afraid to come up and say hi or to shoot some video with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's just, I think these are what make these kind of opportunities special. We're also going to go live from Hive Live, from the stream team booth. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
yeah, it's going to be amazing. What a show tonight, guys.
1 year.
I'm looking forward to what this next year holds too.
Yeah.
I mean, we did some pretty fun, amazing things this year, but man, there's no telling what we can accomplish this coming year with all the folks, of course, out here. And shoot, it's going to be, I just see a lot of just good times coming. And Stan there had a really good, told the truth right there, that is exactly why we celebrate Christmas. And we talked about that last week. And Christmas, we talk about the Christmas spirit. If we take must out of that, or must out of it is the spirit of Christ. And so that's what we need to remember, I think, right now. I say Merry Christmas to everybody as well.
Bruce, what's new for Bruce's bees this upcoming year?
Man, I'm going to try and get these bees, some of them out to California. They're not as strong as I'd hoped. I'm not sure how many I'm going to send out, but I'm looking at I'm kind of trying to kind of regroup a little bit, kind of pull back a little bit and just get a more of a intentional plan, which we've talked about that some. And this year I did a little better in a lot of ways. Still got some things to work on, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how your genetics do, your queens, and seeing how they do coming out of winter. And I might be getting some more from you. I'd love to figure out a way to get up there and hang out with you guys and some of the other people that we see in this thing. I think you guys are always coming to me or videotaping me in or whatever. I say Skype, that's not a thing. FaceTiming or whatever me in. But I'd like to come and not just have to FaceTime and stuff, but with the full-time job, it makes it tough. But I do want to just got this great desire to get out and just do more. And I'm not sure if that means more actually as far as number of colonies, but just do more. Does that make sense? Just grow what I'm doing and maybe even stay at the same number or less colonies. But I think I can accomplish more in the upcoming year with so much that I've learned this year. YouTube channel, keep trying to grow it, keep trying to figure out niches and things I can do to improve that. Just keep plugging, man. Just keep going and see what happens. See what 2023 brings and beyond.
Awesome. Brian, what's new for Cat? Oh, Brian disappeared in there.
I know my camera went inactive.
That's the best you've looked all night, Brian.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Let me see if there it goes. There it goes. Look at that. I'm back.
What's new for the Brian Coper and the Castle Hives for 2023?
I guess I'm getting 20 colonies. So who knows?
Oh, he said it. He said it here first. For those who are still on the chat, he said it. He went an email. So he's trying to shake his head. No.
Actually,
he said it.
No,
you can handle it.
To be honest, I don't know. I just, I went out earlier and checked on the colonies, and all 11 are still good. So when I got back, I told my wife, I'm like, well, all 11 are good, and I said, I'm used to having a certain number that don't make it. And she was kind of like looking at me puzzled, like, well, why do you want some of your bees to die? And I was like, well, you don't understand. 11 will turn into 20 whatever very quick. And it's just, we'll see. So, but I'll probably expand a little bit, hoping to, Greg, don't even laugh. Yeah. But I just, wow, look at that. Fill a member for 11 months. That's crazy. But yeah, I'll probably expand a little bit. I want to try and learn a new skill. I've been for years wanting to look at trying to raise my own queens, doing things like that. So with my work where it's situated at, I might be able to go down that road. If I do, everybody's going to see my failures. So Greg, I might be hitting you up on some of your grafting days and that to come on down, and I've
had plenty of failures to show you. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can sit and watch, but I'm looking forward to maybe expanding just a smidge and learning a new skill, because like we all know in beekeeping, there's always more that we can learn. we can always become better beekeepers. So, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So, and then keeping up, I'm going to keep at that Master Beekeeper program. So I've completed everything basically for the second level now. All I got to do is there's some presentations that you have to do and then film some inspections and things like that. And can't do that now, but I'm just kind of in a holding pattern until the weather breaks in the springtime. And so, but yeah,
Won't
next year
be long, will it?
I know. And what day is today, in fact?
Today is the winter solstice.
Exactly. So,
oh man, already.
Today is a special day where every day from here moving forward in the calendar, we're gaining just a little more light. That means queens are going to start ever so slightly, start that ramping up process. This is the official, depending on your perspective, the first day of winter. Some folks want to say it's midwinter. For me, I think it's for us here, this is when the weather starts. And, I'm looking forward to spring as well. A lot of new things on the horizon for us too. As most folks know, we've kind of outgrew the first iteration of the Nature's Image Farm supply shop. We're expanding into the next building over, so it's going to be exciting. Starting, from pouring the slab all the way up, just to be able to provide more opportunities for folks to be able to learn and also provide supplies on hand from folks, supplies that we believe in, like Premier Bee products, and HillCo and Lorob Bees, Horizontal Bees, just to name a few. Of course, we've got we'll have Brian's, just a classic, known for 3D printed hives there on display too. It's just a way that we can include the community too. We've got different honey from all across the country on display when folks send it to the farm, and so we always appreciate seeing that. One of the brand new things that we have going is we would love to start to share a little bit more of the homestead type approach with folks. So you might have caught us in the past on the Contrary Farmstead podcast. You might have caught us in the past on the Contrary Beekeeper show. But we've now streamlined all of our content platforms into under one name, Nature's Image Farm. So if you're used to hear us, the podcast come up, it'll come up as Nature's Image Farm now. What we're doing a little differently is Susie and I are going to share raising a large family where bees, we're doing it for a living, and also the things surrounding homesteading and farming, gardening, butchering, all the things that make up a homestead. We're just going to start to show a little bit more of that and include that. So you're going to hear a lot more content, a lot more podcasts on our podcast feed at Nature's Image Farm. You'll also be able to check out live stream or StreamTeam replays. Bruce has his nuggets. We have what we're calling the StreamTeam Gleans. Same kind of concept, but we're just sharing little tidbits of things. We're going to just use the podcast platform as a way to keep driving and bringing all this content into one unified place. So be on the lookout for the Nature's Image Farm podcast. You can check it out on all the podcast players. It's just another way that we can continue to share what we're doing here on the farm. In a way that me and my wife and 7 kids are trying to just eke out a living here on the farm, and bees are a big thing for us, and that's we enjoy sharing that. So that's kind of where we're up to for this upcoming year. It seems like we've been talking about this 1-year anniversary thing, guys, for like
a long time.
3-4 months ago, we started saying, well, there's probably going to be like a 1-year show.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Wow. Crazy.
This would be the longest one ever.
Well, Jason said we're gonna go the same as his, 3.5 hours. We're close to it, but maybe we won't quite make it that long.
No.
I think it's about time to shut it down. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say now. It feels like we're at the mountaintop of where we've gone as a trio, where we've gone as a community, but in the grand scheme of things, we're just
beginning.
We're just getting started, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Bruce and Brian, what your channels do, how you guys grow as beekeepers. But also, what I really enjoy is the community, seeing their channels grow, seeing them as beekeepers just stay in tune with the joy and the passion of beekeeping. That's a lot of fun. I love seeing all that with everybody.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff, man.
Yeah. Look at this. This right here is funny.
Jason,
Are
Beth
you-
calling Jason. Jason, are you there?
Jason, are you still in the barn? Oh, that's hilarious. Well,
all right, guys. Well, let's just keep this thing rolling and see where it ends up, where it goes.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a lot of
Tune in, and I'm sure there's more to come next year.
Oh yeah.
2022 was really just the start for us, and this definitely is just not going to stop. So and I mean, we couldn't be doing this if it wasn't for everybody that's joined in tonight and the super chats just to help out, and so just want to say thank you to everybody. So
Thanks a lot, guys. Absolutely. Thanks, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah, everybody have a Merry Christmas, and those that are going down to Hive Life, travel safely. If it's anything like last year, just travel safely, be safe. So, should I key in the video?
Next week is where are we somewhere next week? Are we taking a week off to catch our breath?
Well, it should be my channel if we decide to do it, but I'll tell you what, how about if we just say
TBD.
TBD.
Yeah, I'm too tired to even think about that right now, to be honest.
TBD.
You're doing great, Bruce. Thanks everyone for tuning in, for checking out, for supporting us this entire year. We'll see you guys on the YouTubes. Brian, hit it.